Yeah, I'm not gonna.
When you were downstairs.
I can lose.
Sorry, just couldn't reach you. It's just me back. You can pull it in if you want.
You're good, you're fine.
Oh boy. Should we use on frame? Okay, pretty. Just want to make sure everything's good.
Are you recording?
What? I'm inside there.
Are you recording?
Assignments of recording. Yeah.
Inside.
See, I came with my SD card today.
Hey.
I'm not relying on you to send it to me on Tuesday morning.
When did I send it to you last time?
Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Why can't you use this laptop to take the audio out though?
I think. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
But I
Never
think
mind.
there
Yeah.
might be, there's certain ways we downloaded certain things. You know what I mean?
Legally, of
Do you know
course.
what I mean, Amanda? Certain ways we downloaded certain things on certain laptops,
Okay.
and transferring it to a new laptop
It just doesn't work.
doesn't work.
Yeah,
the same way.
yeah.
So, does that make sense though?
I'm lost, bro.
There's certain apps that may not work as well because we've got certain things.
APK things.
What's APK?
I don't know.
What's APK?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
If you know, you know.
Anyways, okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another wonderful episode of Where's Your Head Up podcast. It's your boy KD.
In groups.
Olúwa pamílẹ̀ mi. Olúwa gbé mi ga. Ọlámilékan. Ọmọ ẹ̀ṣọ́.
I love it.
We translate.
I'm back.
Translate,
No, that's all of his names.
Bro, translate that.
There's more, but that's all I
That's your
can.
name.
There's more, but that's all I can remember off the top of my
Say it
head.
again.
Olúwa pamílẹ̀ mi. Ọlámilékan. Olúwa gbé mi ga. Ọmọ ẹ̀ṣọ́.
How many names?
There's
That's
about five
That's
more,
5 names.
but that's all I can
I have
remember
12.
right now.
12
Serious?
names.
12 names, yeah.
I have
12 tribes
I have
of Judah,
loads. I'll probably have like minimum 5. Minimum.
Yeah.
So where did Tommy come from? Is that
No, my driver's license says Tommy on it, yeah. But like but the full name is like Ireolua Tomiwa.
No, your name is Hench.
No, but yours is Ireolua
Come on,
baby guy.
David.
My full name is David. Well, as in, I only know like 3 or 4 names. Corday.
What's the full version of Corday?
Olu Corday.
Oh look, okay.
Is it Olu?
Yeah, mine is Olu Corday.
I think there's a different one.
There's one that has Temi something and Tommy top hair.
Tell me top here.
And I can't remember the rest, but I have 12.
Why do you have 12 names?
It's because different people just name you.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
My grandmother named me,
Yeah.
grandfather,
yeah,
parents,
you get names. Everyone
extended
like,
family.
yeah, people just name you. So like my ma's sister would have named me. My grandma, my dad's side. Like that's just how it works.
Yeah. And we have a special guest in the building today. And just give us all
With
the
just 2 names.
Amanda, Elizabeth, Gabriella. Right?
Hey,
4 names.
Right, so
Oh, you're not too far off.
communion.
Your christening, your middle name, your
Yeah.
christened, your real name, your middle name, and then your
Confirmation name,
Is
yeah.
it confirmation or communion?
I think
Confirmation.
confirmation. You get
Confirmation.
Yeah.
It's not communion. Communion is when you take.
Isn't that interesting though? Like you get a new name when and maybe I need to do a bit of research. What is confirmation? I didn't do it.
Isn't it like?
I didn't do it either.
Isn't it like when you know the? Is
Like
it
what you
the-
getting confirmed for?
Is it not the Jews when the men? No, hear me out, boys. Hear me out, boys.
Okay.
It's like that's the thing. Bar mitzvah, no. It's when you're becoming
Is that
an
A man or something.
But mitzvah,
adult or
not
something.
circumcision, no?
No.
What's that? Isn't it?
I don't know.
No,
I don't think it is.
So,
Bar mitzvah is like a ceremony, you know.
Yeah. So confirmation is a
Did they
Christian.
not circumcise them then, or did they just do the babies?
I don't know.
No, so you
Couldn't tell
get circumcised
On the 8th day.
on the 8th day
On the
after,
8th day.
after you're born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
definitely
is that
know
with
I got
all-
circumcised on the 8th day.
What you say?
I got circumcised on the 8th
How'd you
day.
know? Do you remember?
Momsy told me, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my mom told me I got circumcised on the 8th day because it's it's just Christian beliefs. I think you just circumcise your kid.
I thought.
I don't think there's any need for it.
Though.
No, Catholics don't do it.
No. But Jewish do.
Jewish
I
do.
think Muslim do as well.
I think they do as well. Yeah,
I think Muslim do.
it's like a covenant or something.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of lads are doing it now because apparently it makes you look bigger.
I haven't heard the bigger thing, but I've heard it's.
I hope you haven't.
I just think it looks better.
It looks better,
If
and
anything.
and
there's a
maintenance
cake on
is maintenance is easy as well.
It's true.
Not
It's true.
smelly.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
What's that term? Schmegma.
I've never heard that in my
Yeah,
life.
that's cheese. That's cheese. Like
Yeah.
like what people do.
Sorry, I just brought that to another level.
No,
Sorry,
no,
talk
no.
about confirmation.
Confirmation to circumcision. Okay.
So confirmation is. Let me see. It was literally here.
It happens when you're 12, I think, no?
Yeah, a Christian rite by which admission to the church is established previously in infant baptism. What?
I don't know. I think it's like you're picking it for yourself or something.
Because it normally
I think
happens
it's like confirming that you're gonna
You're not
follow.
really picking. You're betting to the church to do it. You know what I mean?
Wait, so
We're just looking
you
for
get
the money.
you get circumcised during your confirmation.
No, I think we've moved on to circumcision.
Circumcision, like I don't think it's a Catholic thing. Circumcision.
It's just
No,
a
it's not.
normal human race thing.
No, I think it's Jewish.
It's doing.
It's religious.
It's sort of religious.
It's religious.
And some
yeah.
people just do it just because, as Amanda said,
It looks better.
It looks
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But Irish girls aren't ready for that.
What do you mean by that?
We're used to a hood. There's no hood.
You know, when I'm in the office here, there's a group of girls in my office that have really, really like crazy conversations.
Yeah.
And one day I was just working, and then I just heard, "Oh yeah, he's circumcised."
What?
So I switched off my music. I'm like, I need to hear this. These girls were talking about, "Oh, I've been with a fella that was circumcised and a fella that hasn't been circumcised." And like going forward, I'm just looking for fellas that are circumcised now and all this stuff. And I was just like, that is crazy. Apparently, it's better for multitude
For
of
the female genitalia.
Just
for a few
just me and my wife alone
Where is he
that will
going?
enjoy these things.
No,
For
because
a few
he
activities.
said it's better.
They
It's
said,
cleaner. It's nicer.
So it's better for the female genitalia.
oh,
No, not for
I don't think
orifice.
I don't think it matters for the orifice, as you
Yeah,
said.
it's the other.
Wait,
yeah.
what the hell's the orifice?
It's like a hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do you know?
No.
I'm alright not to know. I'm alright not to know it, bro. I'm very okay not to know it.
No.
I don't want to know that piece of information.
No, it's not like any specific hole. I think
Just
it's just
like a whole, like
yeah,
this
a
whole,
hole.
a whole.
Listen, it tastes better and it smells better.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
For
okay.
your senses,
Okay.
it's nicer than someone who just doesn't clean very well.
Yeah. I just in general I think hygiene is just probably the
No, it's important. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh boys, do you brush your teeth when you go to the gym?
before I go to the gym.
Yeah.
Of course.
You go gym early mornings.
Yes, sometimes.
I
And-
would.
and
I
do you
would.
brush your teeth?
I'd brush my teeth and wash my face.
Yeah?
And then
Brush
go
your
gym.
teeth in the mornings anyway.
Nah, because say if I'm going gym at like 6,
Yeah.
I'm not brushing. But now that I'm in this gym, I have to brush
'Cause you know people.
Because I know people.
But anyways, even if you didn't know people,
Like shouldn't
you
brushing
brush your
like be
teeth
the
before
like
you leave the
wake
house,
up,
though?
brush your teeth,
Yeah, but
and then
I'm not
start your
talking
day.
to anybody. Do you get me? So I'm not inconveniencing, and I'm okay with my teeth not being brushed.
No,
I'll brush my teeth when I get back home.
But my thing is I don't brush my teeth on the off chance that I'll speak to someone. I brush my teeth because I want my mouth to be clean.
fresh.
I hear it, but I'm going to the gym. I'm going to somewhere that I don't care about how I'm looking,
Bro,
or how
do you know
I'm
when you push it
tasting.
out? Crazy, bro.
There's a cloud around you.
Crazy.
So you man brush your teeth every time you go to the gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fair play. Fair
As in,
play.
okay.
No, before you leave the house.
Yeah, before you leave the house.
Yeah.
So,
So
you,
the
so
rule-
wait. So you're trying to tell me every time you leave the house in the morning you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
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 You. Yeah. I believe you. But you man are lying. Every time you've ever left your house, you brush your teeth, even just to run to the shop.
Oh no.
Okay.
I
Ever
wouldn't
left
jump.
my house? No.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, every time you
I'm
leave
not
the
talking
house,
about
in the morning.
if you want to like start your day and you're going out and you're not back home. Of course, brush your teeth. But if I'm just going down the road to get a Chick-fil-A roll, I'm not brushing my teeth.
I'm brushing my teeth, bro.
I most likely will brush my
Bro,
teeth.
you're on Where's Your Head Up podcast, bro. Yeah.
Boys, users are annoying, man. The cameras are on you. Annoying.
No, God sees my head, bro.
I've probably done that like once every like 4 months.
So you've done it.
Wait.
Wait. So you've done it.
But like I've had to, let's say I've had to leave the house to go buy gas because we need to switch on the heater.
Yeah, so
I
you've
run
done
out,
it.
go buy gas, come back home.
I've not done that,
that
bro.
kind
You're
of
not
thing.
proper dressed. Yeah.
I'm not proper dressed. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing
but
on whatever, running out.
even though I promise you, even if I get a delivery and I live in an apartment, if I had to go downstairs,
You brush your teeth.
Yes, bro.
no.
Come on, man.
That's not language.
What language?
Come on now.
he was speaking in tongues there,
What's
guys.
that? Because I'm infuriated.
But I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
For the delivery man, you're brushing your teeth for the...
That's
If
I wouldn't do that.
if I'm in bed- if I'm in bed-
maybe you just have good hygiene.
No, it's just,
my hygiene-
it's just I respect him. Do you know what I mean? Like he's coming down, he's giving me a
Respect
package.
yourself.
I respect myself as well. Like, bro, I'm not gonna like thank you.
How bad does your mouth smell then?
It doesn't even matter.
Sometimes some mornings my mouth is banging, and then some mornings
I'm grand.
I'm good.
Amanda,
Do you know what? You being circumcised is not your. Brush your teeth, and then we'll talk about the rest. Oh my God! Thank God you're circumcised.
But wait, am I smelling now?
No, you don't smell.
Hey, that's because I know I'm coming to do a pod with someone. But if I'm just going down the road, not talking to anybody, I'm not talking to anybody. What am I brushing my teeth for? I'll brush it when I get back in.
No.
It's interesting, bro.
No, the logic is sound. I just don't. I don't believe in it.
Okay, but then
The
also,
logic is sound. I
Also,
hear
we're
it.
gonna discuss the fact that you said you were going to the gym knowing there's
Yeah.
people there.
Yeah, because I'm not talking to people. When I used to Southside, I'm not talking to. I don't know anyone down there.
Right, someone comes to you, bro.
What
I
did you
love your
say?
pod.
Sorry, are you using that? You finished?
Nah,
Is that your hotel?
I just scope them and see. Oh, when are they going to finish? And then I jump.
No,
back in.
someone asks you, what,
Yeah.
are you finished,
Oh,
bro?
yeah.
That actually happened once. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just said yeah in 2 seconds. I said, yeah, I just have 2 more sets. But I care about the person's like no, so I'm not gonna say I have to my right.
Yeah, okay, but then if say somebody you know comes out there, I know you probably it's not a high probability that somebody you know comes out there,
Yeah.
but say somebody you know comes out there and they're like, "What's the story, bro?" And you start doing all this, they would start thinking something's wrong, right? So, like that's what I'm
And
talking
what
about.
I'll approach them.
No, they come approach you. Or what if somebody that loves your podcast comes to say, "Oh my God, I love your podcast." What are you gonna be like?
So wait,
Yeah,
what if you're in that gym and I walked in, start working out? You won't talk to me for the whole
I'll
time?
just say, bro, I haven't brushed my teeth. How far? if you're smelling something, because I haven't brushed my teeth. It's not that deep, boy. But it's not every time now. It's just like sometimes when you just want to get.
Let's say on
get
a
on
weekly
with it.
basis. Let's use on a scale of 7 days. How many days would you leave your house and not brush your teeth?
Well, phrase that better, because you're making it seem like I don't brush my teeth for the whole day.
You're the one that brought it up, bro.
No, as in no,
You
that's
brush them before you go to bed.
no, that's what I'm saying. Leave your house.
Sometimes. What do you brush very good bed?
No, not every
lie,
night,
boy.
not every night, not every night.
That's the white thing. We don't do that. in this place. We don't do that.
The white thing.
No, I don't know. I don't do
think
all
it's a
the
white
time.
thing. I don't think it's a white
I
thing.
don't
I
think
just
it's a
think
white thing, but
Do you do it?
No, I don't do it.
Do you do it?
occasionally.
You
Occasionally.
like to lie when the cameras are on.
Did your man ever be like, brush your teeth and slap you on the head? Until you go to bed?
Slap your
In the
name.
morning,
Yeah, in the morning.
In the morning, but not in the night.
Yeah. In the morning.
What
Yeah.
time now?
Go to bed. That's it.
You
was good- it was
brush your
good.
teeth and you go to bed.
No, but I didn't hear of brushing your teeth before you go to bed from school or anything. I heard it from I heard it from like other African households as well. So it wasn't.
But it's good though, because the next morning your teeth doesn't bang your mouth doesn't bang as much.
Yeah.
If you don't brush your teeth, it doesn't.
No, if you brush your teeth the night before.
What if you had like
and-
loads of garlicky food and all? You'd be minging the next day.
but I don't really like garlic like that to be having garlic.
But it's in a lot of food though.
Is it? What food?
Loads of food.
It's not in pasta that I cook.
What about sauce? It's just plain pasta.
Is that in jollof rice?
It's not jollof rice. Have you had jollof rice, man?
What is it?
Jollof rice.
Jollof rice.
Yeah.
No, what is it?
It's like tomato rice. Like.
It's
Tomato
a
rice.
Nigerian
Well,
food.
that's doing jollof rice.
I was gonna say, I was gonna be like, how are you describing it as tomato rice?
It's not tomato rice. No. It's something else. It's top tier.
Top tier.
Top tier.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'll definitely. We have like Chef Man. She does food. I'll get one of the days when you're in. I might
Sort
say
you
something.
out.
I'll sort you out with some. It's really good. You love it.
Okay, I'll bring you a toothbrush. And you can-
That was brilliant.
That's good. That's good. That's good. But anything happening in the news?
How's the week been?
All right. I've been. Do you know what? I've been. This week I had a 50-50 week. I was on it like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, in terms of like all my tasks. I was on my Zoom, and then I think Thursday hit, and it was just like a dip, like a proper dip, and I'm still recovering. I'm still recovering. It's just been like because my thing is this year has been about scheduling, like getting everything ahead of time in place, so then I'm able to sort of handle my day better. But I just think I was sort of in demand a little bit more on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That just threw me
you.
off. And when I'm in such demand like that, I don't respond to anybody.
You are a hard man to get hold.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
like I think that's the most consistent thing everyone says about you.
yeah,
It's
no.
hard to reach.
But
I don't have that problem though, thank God.
And you get back to him like, hey, and you're like, it's been 3 days.
I'm trying to. I don't know how to fix that now because I just see a load of texts on my WhatsApp and I'm like, I'm not texting anybody.
Get
back.
overwhelmed.
You get
Yes,
overwhelmed.
I get
Okay.
overwhelmed, so I'm not texting anybody back. So I'm
That's
just.
good though.
What do you mean?
Like, it might sound bad or mean or whatever. they want to say. But if there's bare text messages and you don't want to respond, just don't respond.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Fair.
No, as in,
Yeah.
Just
People
don't.
have too much access to you. Anyway.
Yeah.
Too much access.
That's why I'm going to get a work phone, and that's sort of like keep business, and then sort of because my friends would have hit me up on a like what's the story type of vibe, or just even catch up. And
Yeah,
stuff
things
like
get
that.
lost in that
Things
kind
get
of.
so lost in that. I'm like,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
very
I'm
true.
calling my friend back 3 days later, and then they're like, oh yeah, like, they don't even want to catch up anymore. Like as in, they don't want to check in.
I even forgot why I called you.
Yeah, it's
it's
kind of like, oh, so I was like, I need to. I don't want that to be my year this year. So that's been my week, anyways. What about you guys?
What about you?
Just on my Zoom.
What's
as the youths would say.
What's on my Zoom?
Like
Just
on
on
the
it.
go on your grind.
Oh, okay.
Browse.
Okay. I haven't heard that one. No. My age is showing.
Yeah.
I've had a good week.
Yeah.
What's it called? The first week I haven't felt bloated and my energy levels have been maintained because of my diet.
Oh yeah, it's crazy what that will do, bro.
The diet,
Nah,
is
like,
crazy.
Honestly, like I was working and then I looked at the time, it was 11 o'clock. I'm like, okay, my crash is coming soon. Then I looked at the clock, 1 o'clock. I'm like, my crash didn't come. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Are you
amazing.
taking the supplements as well?
No, but I'm taking my own supplements. So I'm taking magnesium and zinc.
Magnesium
And
zinc.
I'm sleeping
sleep,
better.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sleeping better. And just my energy levels or what it is better maintained. And gym is good as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
What about you, Manu?
Yeah, I had a car crash. So, yeah, you know that storm last week?
Yeah.
What was the storm?
Isha,
Isha?
yeah.
Yeah.
those two.
Yeah, it was the storm of Isha, though.
Was it about 2 weeks ago?
I don't know. I'm in La La Land since it happened.
Yeah.
Probably about Sunday 2 weeks up to 21st of January. Yeah, I think it was. A tree fell on my car.
Oh my god.
Fell on my car. A big, huge tree. I was driving down the road with my cousins. So, like, there was the storm. I think the peak of the storm was like 4 o'clock or something. So
Yeah.
we were driving down the road at 8:30.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone was like, dramatising this. There's
Yeah.
not a breeze out.
Yeah,
Like, it
yeah,
was grand.
yeah,
There was a few little brambles on the road. And I was trading my car in.
Yeah.
Literally, I had a new
Okay.
car ordered for
Okay.
January. And so I was trying not to scratch my car off the little brambles. And
So was this a new car?
no, I
was it
didn't get
old?
the new car.
Okay,
yet.
didn't get it
So I
yet.
was
So you
trading
were
it
actually
in.
going
I
off
ordered
to-
a new car.
Oh god.
So I ordered a new car and I was literally waiting for it to come in. And I was trading this car off it. So I'm trying not to scratch it because there wasn't a scratch on the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
And literally woke up with a big tree on the bonnet. Myself and my cousin. She's in the passenger side. But I'm an absolute window licker. I'm up like this.
Yeah, window looker.
And I can't reach the pedals. I'm like 5 foot nothing, right? So I'm literally like this. But she was relaxed in her chair. She was in hospital with internal injuries,
Oh,
fractured
God.
foot. I walked out, not a bother. The car's wrote off. And I got out of the car, not a bother. Like, a bit sore. Like, I do
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah,
I had
yeah.
an argument with a tree. But
No, do you
Do
know
you
what?
feel like
There's
I had
One
an
thing I
argument with a
love,
tree?
Yeah.
and it is the wittiness. So, okay, you're driving. You know what you say? I just drive close to the steering wheel. She said, I was licking the window.
Window liquor.
I grew up with the trees.
I
Really.
actually think that's a slagging for disabled people. But my son's disabled, so I have that card. I
Yeah,
can say
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I'm literally up on the...
bro.
Wants to laugh.
Laugh, it's okay. Nobody's perfect, no.
I'm
You
laughing.
didn't
I'm
brush your
laughing.
teeth. You have worse problems than my son.
Because I have the cash for that.
I do have to
She does. She does. It's a match. Oh, this
So
pod has
go
gone
on.
off to a wonderful start.
How's your cousin?
I just felt...
Wait,
no,
sorry.
she's still
Sorry.
bits.
Do you like dark humor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, go
Keep
as
going.
dark as you like.
Okay, keep going.
Seriously. But no, she's in bits, like, what I'm brand new. But apparently, whatever, they don't tell you the airbag is going to batter you.
Yes.
The
man.
seatbelt is going to cut you so bad that you're going to have internal bleed. They don't tell you that shit.
that's crazy.
And they don't tell you what way to sit in the car. My
Yeah.
kids do be like, yeah, their seatbelts are on, but they're like
Yeah.
falling all over the place.
Yeah,
do you know what I
yeah.
mean? So all her injuries are from the airbag and the seatbelt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What
Now, the
was
tree fell on the bonnet. If the tree had of...
while you were driving?
While we were driving.
Oh my
If the
days.
tree had of, literally, we were half a metre away.
If it fell on the
But
car.
if it was on the car, we were gone.
Yeah,
So
you were gone.
someone when he got buried there, 3 people crashed into a tree.
Oh my
That in
god.
the same night, they all died. I don't know what happened, how we were okay, but literally So all week I'm like, people like, the tree fell on your car. And I'm like, yeah, the tree fell on the fucking car, but the whole bonnet. Sorry, am I allowed cursing this?
Yes.
Go for it.
Right, fuck it. Right, the whole bonnet is like bent down. If I had crashed into the tree, it would have
Squashed.
been,
Yeah, squash.
I was scary though. 'Cause I
And you don't sort of think about how sort of you see a tree and you see it's massive, but you don't think about literally
How big
that
it
is,
is, how heavy it
and how
is.
heavy that is.
Yeah.
Because I was
huge.
you're probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I was up in the mountains the same day, on like Brayhead. Yeah,
one of those people that went out in a storm up
No.
a mountain.
Yeah, I went out because I said to myself, I'm going to go on
Okay.
the 21st, I believe.
All right.
I was going to go anyways, and then they told me like a day before there's going to be a storm, and I was like, I'm going to go anyways.
Yeah.
Like, so
But there's never a storm in Ireland. Your deck
Yeah.
chair flies over your back garden. Let's go.
yeah.
The wheelie bin
So-
tips
Yeah.
over. Oh,
Yes.
like,
No, I've gone up, and I'll be honest, it's all right. Like, because I'm surrounded by so many trees, so it's all right. And then I get to sort of the top of the mountain where there's like obviously no more trees, and and it's dark. I'm the only one there, of course.
You went on your own.
What about there?
Wow.
I was just
that's actually dangerous.
when I was coming back, I said, "Yeah, this could be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if I fell, if I slipped, and it was wet, it was windy. If I slipped on a rock, nobody would know until whenever sort of anybody goes back up. And but it was. I got to the top, and I don't know if you know. You've been Brayhead before, Brayhead.
Brayhead, yeah.
With the cross. So I'm literally I'm at the cross. I'm praying, like, you know. So I hold, like, literally I get to the top, and I had to crawl. I had to hold on. I hug the rocks because this wind
Wind was crazy.
I'm stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I'm smart. But you have to clock, like, that's the most dangerous space.
Yeah, but the only thing they lie about with the weather in Ireland is the sun.
Yeah, it's
They
true.
rig it all up and there's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
going on. Like,
It was just, I had to hold on to, I literally held on to the cross because I just only stayed there for like 15 to 20 seconds.
that sounds like great video footage. Imagine you had recorded that.
Yeah.
That
It
would've
was
been great.
unbelievable. Like, the experience, I still, like, you know, I'm sort of playing it down. The experience was like, it was almost like it was heavenly. There was something to
Yeah.
it. There was something
Yeah.
there was something spiritual about that moment. That was quite crazy. But I was coming back down and I slipped. But I just hit my elbows. Like, I was okay
Yeah.
to sort of. But I was like, if anything else happened, this is crazy. The storm, especially at the mountaintop, was bad. But and then I saw. So the reason I said this story is because I saw a tree, a massive. I saw like 2 trees just flying on the floor, and I'm just standing on the tree like it's nothing. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, if this tree like fell on me,
I'll be
I'd
grand,
be
yeah.
grand. I just, you know what I mean?
Dodge it or
But then when you
And
say,
you know, I was under
yeah, you under
at the same time.
you know,
That's mad.
So you don't really see the power or sort of the magnitude of actually those
You
massive
don't. And
trees.
they're all over the roads in Ireland.
Yeah.
Now I'm driving, I'm like that. I'm like, oh, that's a big fucker. Like, it's scary now.
Do you know what's actually crazy as well is when you face something that unlocks a fear.
Yeah, it's a
You know
new
what I
fair.
mean?
I
You
love trees.
Yeah, you've been driving around.
I'm not
and
cutting
now
any
you
more
see,
trees now.
now you see a tree, you're just like, Jesus, that's scary.
I
you
had,
used to
I
hug
had
trees?
fear of. No, I never hugged them. I like looking at them, but
Yeah.
people do hug trees.
Yeah,
it's
I know,
meant to be
I
very
know.
calming for you. I've never done it because I don't want any
Weirdos.
ants around.
That's weird.
Try it.
Hugging the tree for what?
Well, I'll thank you for not squashing me to death. But,
Yeah.
yeah, people are mad, Sonny. They're mad. Tree huggers. But I'd be afraid of tsunamis after that big
Oh.
thing. I'm afraid of that. You know when you're on
After
the
what?
beach? You know that when was it, 2006? The big bad
Big
the
one,
tsunami that
yeah,
they made the
yeah.
movie out.
Yeah.
No.
Have you seen videos of tsunamis?
I have.
It is.
Scary.
It's probably
Terrifying.
I think that and tornadoes as well. Like tornadoes happen across America.
Tornadoes are like this.
Yeah.
And tsunamis are what?
No, like tsunamis
Water.
is literally a
Water.
wall
Just-
of water just coming
Comes
into.
out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Do you ever feel like I could escape that?
No,
Tsunami now, you're fine.
no tsunami.
I feel like I could escape it.
Tsunami?
You could escape a
I,
tsunami.
you know,
Something
you know what? I
There's
feel
something in
like
me.
I could escape a volcano.
Volcano.
A volcano.
Volcano as well, yeah.
I could, like
Volcano.
if I
Yeah.
was
Lava.
if I was around during them Pompeii times,
Yeah.
I'll be here today.
Well, today is crazy.
I'll be here
bro.
today.
Do you
Are
ever
you
see,
inches
do you
of
ever see
these?
those shells? Do you ever see the carcass of people from Pompeii?
Yeah, they're like-
Yeah.
They're tiny. People were so small back then.
Yes, right.
Yeah, that's
You would have
true.
been the size of the mountain. You're the big man. Their corpses are so
The
small.
what's it called? What's the lava?
ash.
Yeah.
The ash
Lava.
set on
It
them.
like it starts slow and then once it gains momentum, it starts to.
But it's everything else before that though.
That was a big ash cloud that came
Ash
over them all
cloud,
and suffocated.
smoke.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure you can see the ash cloud coming. Leg it.
I didn't see the tree coming.
Yeah, but that's different. Though. It's coming from the top.
I should have put the foot down.
Yeah, I think them times though, there's probably a level of like, oh, hardly that's gonna happen, or
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
They probably just thought it was a
They probably thought
Heavy-
it was a god or something.
yeah, probably yeah. Okay, so hear me. Volcanoes are mountains.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that has opening at the top.
That has what's
It's
that
all
word
right.
used?
It's at the-
Offices or orifices?
No, it's I think it's
An orifice.
right under the rock, like closer to the Earth's core. Like rock is soft.
But it's a mountain, right?
Yeah, it's a mountain.
there's active ones, there's dormant ones, and then there's
Yeah.
extinct ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So if I was to walk up a active one,
Yeah.
is there a hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the lava bubbling.
Oh
Yeah, you see it
Yeah.
bubbling.
There's loads of lands already.
Oh, there's loads of volcanoes.
No, you can actively go to active. Yeah,
Especially in
I
like
see.
Sweden and them kind of
Yeah.
places there.
Yeah, I think Iceland has a few.
Yeah, Iceland has a
Yeah.
few.
There's one that went off like maybe 10 years ago. So
Yeah, in Reykjavik.
Why did you say it like
I
that?
know.
That's how you say it, no?
I know you know that's the capital, but did it actually happen?
Yeah, in Reykjavik.
Okay.
Anyway, you would escape a tsunami.
Yeah.
How? What's your plan?
No, it's just tsunami is crazy though.
I wouldn't
Tsunami is
say
crazy.
tsunami.
Nah,
Can you
just-
swim? They say, did I say black
Yeah. You're right about that. No, black people. Yeah. I don't know.
I cannot
You're
swim.
fucked in the
Do you know what?
What is terrifying?
And the
I can't
one
swim either. I'm not kind of
so
faggots.
when the tsunami is coming, yeah, the first signs of it, I've always read it. I don't know why, but like
Just in case.
exactly, the sea, the water
Pushes
at the
back.
sea level recedes.
Yeah.
So when you're seeing a lot more like sand, you're
Sand.
like, okay, that's really weird.
Yeah, grand.
Because it's building force, and then it's gonna come like a wall of water.
Like a mighty rushing wind.
Yeah.
Do you reckon just lie on the floor? Like, do you reckon just like lay?
You'll drown.
You're underestimating the strength of water.
Would you not go to the highest peak of your, like run to the highest
Yeah.
point? But see, I don't like cardio. And I can't swim, so I just have to be like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my time.
Get
Nah.
drunk or something while it's coming over. Like,
What is it with sort of? What is it with? Sorry,
Wait, what?
my question's gone. I was gonna ask something about drink, but it's
Alcohol,
completely gone.
what?
Yeah, no, literally, it's
gone.
Yeah, literally. No, wait, I had it there. It's like what? Anyways, yeah, I think I.
well, if you're dying, that you'd have a drink, like what?
No, it was.
Probably just wouldn't care.
Yeah, it's gone. It was. I had it in my head.
It's back there now.
It's back now in my esophagus. What?
Esophagus is your head,
Bro,
bro. Esophagus is your throat,
hey,
bro.
yo,
Yeah.
you know when it comes to natural disasters, do you think like is there something you want to witness? Ooh. Like I want to see it. There's a difference between a tornado and there's another one where
Hurricane.
Hurricane. There's a
Hurricane, yeah.
difference. I think one is over water and one is over land.
I think the hurricane. That's what does America every year. Isn't it?
Yeah, I want to.
Man said that's what does America every year.
Well, America have hurricanes every year.
Yeah,
They have,
no,
I think they're on Z now or something. Isn't
No,
it?
they do have it every year.
Flip's sake,
I
bro.
want to witness one of them.
As in, what do you mean?
Like
Witness?
witness it from afar or when
No,
you're
no, okay.
inside it.
No,
Like a twister.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to
Like
witness this
Twister.
out of danger. Out of
Yeah.
danger. If I'm-
Twister one is
What's it
so.
called?
It's called something.
They're tornadoes, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Twister is ice cream,
Imagine
no?
one of them just come.
that's a great ice cream as well.
Fantastic. A lot of flavors.
Now I definitely want to witness. Bro, imagine wind just spinning and carrying cars. That's crazy.
Yeah, but imagine
not
if it's
crazy,
come
that's
by your
scary.
car.
Yeah.
No, I see.
And
That's
just-
why I said.
think it would now because I was saved last week.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think I'd just go by my car and be like, she's not ready.
So you not get the new? You got the new car, did you?
No, not yet. The insurance is still figuring out.
Oh yeah.
all
What
the
that's.
shit, so.
But
Oh, they rang me the next day though.
okay.
The car company, do you want to come in and pick up your car and bring up the other one? I was like, yeah, about that. I have no car. And I have a van for my son in the wheelchair, so this car like was perfect. Wasn't a
Yeah.
scratch on it, low mileage.
Yeah.
And because your mom's like, oh, valuing it for me. And I says, not scratching, it's perfect. No, it's in a heap now. So,
Like
Bojangle.
I be driving sometimes and I'm thinking I'm literally thinking. About 2 weeks ago, I was driving on M50. I was on the right lane, fast lane, and trailer wasn't looking at all. Massive massive lorry.
He's swinging a trailer or a
Sorry,
big
yeah,
lorry?
so yeah, big massive lorry is
Yeah.
going is pulling into the right lane, no indication. Just and he's like fully. It's not like he's like he's gonna sway in or
Yeah,
sway
no,
out. He's going here.
Yeah.
This is where he's going. I'm clocking that he's moving to my thing because you know every time you're driving beside any of those massive vehicles, you slow down. Or you just kind of you're more aware.
Yeah.
So I was very aware. Like this guy's, he's not indicating, and then I'm like I'm gonna stop. And this is on the fast lane.
You can't stop on the fast.
Yeah,
lane,
so I just had to just drop my speed, and he goes into the
'Cause
lane.
I'm not fighting with a
I'm
lawyer
not
on the
fighting
road.
you.
Yeah, I'm not fighting with a lawyer on the road.
This is too valuable to be right. I don't need to be right.
Yeah,
you can be right, bro. You could go. You could go.
I will die.
I will
In this
die.
race, I will die.
Just the fast lane. What was next to you? is
The wall's
wall.
next to me.
Yeah. I'll die.
So
Pick your battles, yeah.
yeah, I slowed down, and then he has the cheek to put his hazards on. I was like, flip.
To say thanks, I'm like,
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, I hate those ones.
Yeah.
I didn't give you. You took it.
He took it.
I didn't give you. I didn't give you the road. You took it.
You said something interesting there. You said if you were in a car right now and a twister came by, it would go past you
I think it would now.
because it's not your time.
No, it's not.
That's really so. Okay, do you think you have more confidence now, kind of going through life after the crash because you're like, you know what, I wasn't meant to die.
I have I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah.
That's
I do
interesting.
acting lessons, and it's very scary getting up in front of your class, doing your scene.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be absolutely bricking it, right? So last week I just jumped up and I went, I'm not gonna die. Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, I'm calmer. I'm a bit more peaceful because I'm like, I didn't die. I'm more. My kids are at home, and I'm like, I appreciate them more. I'm like you said, people are pulling you left, right, and centre, and you're giving too much of yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
So obviously that's a near death experience, anyways. It does change a lot about how you see life, and has it changed anything about how you see death?
I'm not afraid of dying because I think life is so mad. There are times, and I have been up and I've been down in life,
Yeah.
that I've just wanted to just not be here, just for the peace.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to be here. I just want it all to stop.
Stop. Yeah.
But then when you get it to the point where it could just stop without
Yeah.
your say so, you're appreciating it.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
kind of like the chaos.
Yeah.
I'll take chaos
You
over
know,
it
I
stopping.
won't get so bogged down by the chaos.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters at the end of the day.
It's interesting. It's interesting because
People's
like
opinions and their the way they carry it. It doesn't matter. Are they gonna look? Who was gonna look after my kids?
Yeah.
Who was gonna pay for? I actually have to get life insurance. I was like, who's gonna pay for my funeral? Do you know what I mean? I think I'm still on the excess policy. Bury me, bitch.
because I do want to like as in I have Amanda in usually on Mondays doing her own podcast, and the reason I suggested it, I said to the boys, I was like, I have to get Amanda in because literally some of the stories you have told. So I want to get into some.
Yeah,
we'll get into
go
some
on.
of the stuff in a second. But some of the stories, like I just be sitting there, and you hear me sometimes. I'm just like, I'm cracking up. Like there's some mad stories, and your life is colorful to say the least. Like you've lived a colorful enough life, and it's very very interesting. And I think there's also lessons in there. And one thing I really love about your pod, especially, is that it's a lot of lessons there. There's a lot of like, I've gone through this, and this is sort of the result of that, and this is what to do or not to do. So it's very sort of beautiful. So we will talk about the ex because that was you said
Ask
the
me
ex
whatever you want. I don't care.
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
We'll talk about that in a second. But it's just interesting, the whole death thing as well. It's
Yeah.
just like, unfortunately, like there's somebody that we know recently passed as well, and it's such a you kind of think that okay, maybe when somebody's like in their 80s, 70s, like we should expect death anytime, But when we're sort of in our prime, just living our lives, enjoying our lives, you have your kids, you have your family, and life could have its ups and downs, but then somebody sort of going just like that is
Like there's
it's
something
a shock to the whole
there's something
system.
final about that. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, oh, that's it. Like there's no do over. There's no other chances.
Gone.
Like that's
And do you even know what the Martin is? Yeah, when someone dies, you would expect the world to stop.
doesn't
The world
just
doesn't
continue.
stop.
The world,
bro.
like people go on with it. Even the people closest to you, they'll mourn you for a good few days, maybe weeks, maybe even months.
Yeah.
But they still have to go on about their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've just been
Like
just gone.
Bro, I remember the person that we said,
Yeah, yeah.
I was in town. I saw his brother
Yeah.
just getting on a bus.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
His life has to go on.
it's like he probably has to go back home, go to college, go to work, whatever the case is. But like his life doesn't stop.
Life
it just
goes on,
just keeps
bro.
going.
Pick yourself up. Like,
Yeah.
you still have that pain. And my dad dropped dead
100%,
at
yeah.
54, just dropped dead.
Jesus.
And for about 3 years, I felt like I had a concrete block on my chest. And I just got through my day. You still have to do it. I still have to get up. You
Yeah.
still have to get the kids. You still have to do whatever. But that pain didn't go for a long time.
I guess
No?
it's not. So it's not that we sort of. I guess the world does move on.
The world's moving.
But the people that
You're
were in your
paralysed
world,
with your
yeah,
pain
yeah,
if they're who you
100%.
love.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
paralysed, and nobody can stop that. I know they say time is a healer and all.
Yeah, yeah.
It does get easier with time. That weight lifts a little bit, but you don't miss them any less.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the years are clocking on. My dad's dead about 10 years now, and I'm like, I'm missing you 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, but you manage it better.
Yeah.
You do manage it better. But the world does have to keep moving. You have to get up. You have to brush your teeth in the morning.
you know what's interesting? I think the whole, even on the issue of grief, in a sense, I think I'm realizing recently, like, okay, yes, it's sort of basic that you don't only grieve people that die, you grieve loss, and that could be a loss of a relationship. And people grieve losses of relationships in different ways.
Very different ways.
But you know, sometimes you don't notice that this person is grieving, like,
Yeah.
that
well,
a
to
loss
be
of
honest,
relationship.
That's like you know the whole idea of like when you to get over someone, you need to get under someone else.
But I
Get over someone, get under someone else. Why are you laughing at me?
Have you never heard this?
I'm like, do you get it?
I get it, yeah.
Bro, have you heard the saying before?
No, I've not heard
Like it is a
Get
grieving
over someone,
process.
get under someone else.
Think
Oh,
about it.
okay, literally.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want us to draw your picture again?
That was good. That was good.
But like it's the same idea. I'm just like, okay, and the only reason why you're doing that is because I'm trying to block out.
It's a rebound.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I'm trying to block you out, so I'll do what I guess I can to block you out as quickly as possible.
Doesn't make you
But
feel
it
any
does-
better though.
Does it
That's all.
work?
No,
It depends
It
on
it
how
won't
great
work.
the sex was. To be fair, you could be like, "Oh God, I've been missing out," or you could be like, "I miss her so much." So,
Do you know what?
Depends.
So like, I was talking to someone recently, and they were like, "Oh, like if you say you were dating somebody, say you meet somebody who was dating somebody for like 6-7 years,
Yeah,
right? And now, so sort of you're the next relationship or the next serious relationship, anyways. Like
You're competing
It's either
with-
you're competing with 6 years, and it's either you literally have to be perfect for her to sort of say like I was
actually, it
I was-
depends on how terrible the relationship was.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I think there's a book in where a guy is a drunkard. She was dealing with this girl for a long time. She loved him. He was a great guy when he was sober, but it was when he was drunk. He loved the
drinking,
drink,
yeah.
and she just couldn't take it anymore. She left the relationship, and then she got with this new guy. And this new guy's just better. As in, you know, he wasn't phenomenal because the other guy was good as well
Yeah.
when he was sober.
oh yeah.
But
yeah.
she gets engaged to the new guy. The old guy
Get sober.
gets wind of that she got engaged, and he's like, oh geez, gets his act together, goes up to her and tells her like, I'm putting down the drink, I'm back. And she left her engagement, she left her fiance to go back with her old fling. And it sounds crazy, but I do get it. I do sort of.
Yeah, because to be honest, our minds really intensifies how good an experience is from the past.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
It does.
Yeah,
like-
but you get addicted to
I don't
trauma.
get it,
You get
boys.
addicted to the dopamine of the toxicness of your relationship.
Yeah.
Some people.
I
some
lied.
people
That's my whole love life the last 10 years. Love the red flag. Like, it's adrenaline. It is addictive.
Well, that funny enough, what you just said points to another theory I've had where.
Wait. You man say you got that situation. I don't get it.
I get it. I get it. I get
She
it.
loved him so much and he fixed what was broken.
Yeah.
That's a fairy tale, though.
Yeah, she loved him so
no.
much.
That's
But what about the guy that
he
she was
fixed-
engaged with?
Yeah, I
he
know.
wasn't the one.
He was the one because he was broken.
Yeah.
Because her ex was broken. Do you know what I mean? Like
He was
just wanted
almost like
someone that
he was
better.
almost like a placeholder.
So is she a piece of?
No, she's wrong
No,
for
she's
that.
wrong for that.
She's
Yeah, for
wrong.
sure.
No, 100%.
But I understand sort of the thought process. And hear me on this. The guy went back into alcohol.
Yeah, so she's dumb.
Of course.
She's silly.
Of course. No, no,
Listen,
trust me.
we go back a few times before we learn the lesson.
Yeah.
I have that badge
If
as
you
well.
have that
Yeah.
personal experience, you're not silly.
That card, yeah.
You're not dumb.
I am. I get digmatized, definitely.
Oh my god! It's just that thing of like you can't compete with a dead person. Say someone has been together. Say two people were together for like 10 years, but that guy or the girl passed away. And now the guy or the girl moves on with another person. You can't compete with that person that's dead.
They're only going to remember all the good stuff. They're not going to
That-
remember when
exactly.
he was a dickhead.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
did this and did that.
Exactly.
You glorify people when they're dead.
And
Don't
that's the
remember
thing
they
with the
were
memory.
assholes.
Yeah, you see the girl you're talking about that she left the guy. I'm sure when the guy came back to her and he goes, "I'm sober," all she thought about was like, yes, because when you were sober, we had
You were
so
brilliant.
many great
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
I'm going to go back for those great times because of those great
But
times.
she invested a lot of herself into him.
Which,
Yeah.
Why
which is
would she want
understood.
another woman coming along and getting the perfect part of him?
That's a
You know what I mean?
perspective.
That's ego.
But
Still,
think
she
about it.
invested we all love a project. Do you know what I mean? She wanted to fix this man and she couldn't, and then he was getting fixed, and this other woman was going to come and live the life she wanted.
Yeah.
Because she had to run back.
I still think what
That's
she
still
did
hers,
was
mine.
That means she was never really content. No.
She doesn't have her own self-worth and self-value. I think she had to move away because he was never going to change.
Yeah.
And she probably moaned about him too much to everybody,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, well, you just fucking leave him and put
Yeah.
back in her head.
Yeah.
Then he fixed himself, and it's like, oh, yay, we'll go back. But she could be the reason he went to drink, because he went back on it when he got back.
That's true.
Very
Bro, that's valid. That's very valid, you know.
Doing well when she left, like.
He's like, I'm actually sick of it. Gets a drink. Like,
'Cause, do we believe in a sort of? I do believe people can change. And I do believe people can sort of get their act together. And I don't think it's as common.
I agree. But my thing is, when it comes to like a relationship, for example, in that context, if I left you for a valid reason,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't just leave because like, oh, you said this and no, it's like if I'm like, okay, I'm analyzing my life and I'm like, yeah, you don't kind of fit into it, and these X patterns of behavior are just not things I want in my life, I'm gonna leave. But if I leave you for that reason and then you change those patterns, I'm sorry, you've lived your life the way you are for longer than kind of the new paths you're adopting. You're gonna revert back. I'm not gonna come back with you for that reason. Do you get me? And that's just how my mind processes it. I'm just like, I was like, that's good for you. I'm like, I'm happy you're doing better.
You're
Fair
very
play.
strong, though.
I
That's
guess
very
so.
strong mind frame.
I guess so. But like it just, I don't know. It just
Or
makes
maybe
sense
have
to
you
me.
not- I don't know if you're in a relationship. Have
I
you
am.
met
I
the
am.
one?
I believe
And
so.
you would. So if something happened, you would walk away and stick by your.
I believe I would.
Would
If I was to walk away, I don't think I'd change my mind. I
It
don't think I
take a
would.
lot to make you walk away.
What if you
Though,
Yeah,
seen
no,
her
but-
off with someone else and like could you?
You
See?
see,
Look at
the idea of walking away is not even something I can comprehend right now. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I was to, that means I've overcame all those hurdles in my mind, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, if I've done that, I don't think I'd go back.
They say women leave a relationship months before they physically leave. Mentally,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
can't.
100%.
You sound like that would be you. Decision made, gone.
Yeah.
Run it
Yeah.
all through your
I-
head first. Yeah.
I think I'm similar as well in that
Yeah.
sense of like if I'm finished, obviously mentally, the only problem now is how I'm going to break it to you.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we've had this.
Yeah,
conversation.
I told
Here
you
you go,
about-
Dave. I need to break up with someone. Tell me what to do.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's like how am I going to break this to you that you're not going to like it anyways, but how am I going to break this to you sort of a respectful way, or whatever it is. And sometimes sometimes the reason that you're breaking up with somebody, it's a you thing. It's not me. It's you. It's not you.
not
It's
you.
me.
But how
Yeah.
can the other person not realise this isn't going well? How can they not? You need the energy. You need the connection. Clearly, the
Yeah.
connection and the vibe is
No,
off.
but like, okay.
How can they not see that?
So-
no, people have
people-
to. I was
Do we like
yeah. I was sorry. I was reading this Reddit thread, dead bedrooms, right? And it was this couple. They have according to the woman, they have a bad sex life, but according to the man,
Brilliant.
he goes, "Oh my god, our relationship is amazing."
That's a lack of communication. There,
I know, but they're both in the same relationship. completely two
Maybe
completely
she's
different
better.
perspectives. No,
But then they're not voicing out how
No.
they feel after
No.
they've done it.
Yeah, but so the
Yeah,
reason,
it would be good to have a conversation like,
Yeah.
how was that for
Lying.
you?
Yeah.
yeah, but the no,
Oh, yeah, or she could be lying.
Lying.
Yeah,
she could be lying, yeah. But that's the thing, like, is like I guess I was using that as an example to say that like two people can exist in the same place and have two very different perspectives.
100%.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Do you get me?
Okay, so if you're with a girl, right, so you're in a long-term relationship growing up and you're with this love of your life
Yeah.
and she's literally like a sack of potatoes, right? And then you get with a next girl
Sack of
who
potatoes
is
are crazy.
a little bit more adventurous. You're going to think that's the best sex of your life, but she could be crap just because you've had worse.
I understand what you're saying.
It's
I
just
understand what you're
better
saying.
than what you had.
It's better than worse. It's better than the floor.
She
Yeah.
could have been better than...
Yeah.
I
As
think,
in
I think
the-
it's
the-
better than the floor now.
No, as in, the floor is
All
the
right,
floor.
Barry McCown.
And then level 1, like she's
What are we
level
doing
1.
up the mountains?
Bro, listen, hey, see me? Hey, sold out to Christ. But no, okay. So even if it was like, not even in a sexual context, but if it was like, I've been in spaces where I've just looked at her and like, I don't think we're going the same place. Like, I just don't think we're going in the same direction. Where in her mind is like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And
Having a great
and
time, like
you should have a great time, and I have to say to her, like, and how do you break that to somebody saying like, hey, listen, I've been thinking in my head about where I'm going.
you need to be comfortable with shattering their reality.
Yeah, 100. Like, as 100, yeah.
You just
Shattering.
yeah, because like her reality is this is amazing. She's looking at life like, woo, this is great, and then you come and be like, yeah, it's not.
But what is her value on life, though?
Yeah.
See, I've been in shit relationships when I haven't loved myself, valued myself. I haven't had self-worth, and so I've accepted shit.
Yeah.
Now that I've worked on myself, I'm like, no, you're a nice person, but I don't want to be with you. Plus,
Yeah.
I'm older now. I don't have 5 years to waste on a fuckboy.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Do-
Do you know what I mean?
If so, you remember I know you mentioned like you love a red flag. If you saw that today, what sort
They
of
are still attractive. Like, I'm not being funny. I went to this, it's called a seed talk with my friend last week. It was about psychopaths, right?
Okay.
yeah.
And when we walked in, psychopaths are generally really attractive. They're very symmetrical, very
Yeah.
charming.
Yeah.
They just have it all together. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your man on the stage, I was like, he's defo psychopaths. Like, and he was gorgeous. And me and my friend, it's all the red flags.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they gaslight you. They do all these things. I used to love a bit of gaslighting because I'm a romantic arsehole. And I'd be like, oh my God, he does love me. And oh my God, he said this about me now. He's
Yeah.
gaslighting you.
Yeah.
And then he'll just breadcrumb you and give you little bits of that till you lose yourself. You wake up one day and you don't know who you are.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
up here. They put you up here.
Yeah.
And then it's coming to that. And then you lose yourself and you're like, I don't dress the way I used to dress. My hair is different. I don't do my nails the way I did. I was in a relationship once and your man, I wanted to please him so much.
Yeah.
I did everything he wanted. He liked my nails this way. He liked my hair this way. And then I was like, I like me the other way.
Okay.
And the way I was that attracted you, like, don't tell me 6 months into a relationship you don't like tattoos. Fuck off. I'm covered in tattoos. Why are you with me? Because you saw something strong in me you wanted to break. No one's breaking me anymore. They like to pull you apart. But why did you come over to me? Apparently, narcissists like your energy, like your light. They're jealous of it. So they come to you and they want to pick you apart.
Wow.
And no one's
Just to
picking me
destroy
apart
that light.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my value.
That's brilliant. I'm very happy to hear that. If
Love life is so shit though.
Yeah. if it's, she's like, yeah, listen, I have value, but I'm all, this is not working. So you see, you said you wanted to talk where you kind of, it was to point out sort of traits of,
Psychopaths,
okay.
traits of psychopaths. Yeah.
So
I do love a bit of psychopathic behaviour. That's the red flag. I was like, I'm
more
looking for a
mystery
fella
and
here.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, chop me up, please.
hey, no, she didn't mean that, guys. She did not mean
Yeah,
that.
any Ted Bundys out there?
But that's crazy.
You know that you're the problem,
I'm a
right?
little bit crazy.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Probably.
Yeah.
But do you know what? Wait. Do you know what Temple did?
Yeah, I do.
Crazy.
Okay, so like, okay, you're looking for something
Everyone's a bit
serious, right?
crazy. I'm looking for what?
You're looking for something serious, right? I'm not saying you
I
are
want to
now.
find my person.
Yeah, so if you want to find your person, right?
Even if he's a serial killer.
No, of course not.
I'm not burying bodies,
Yeah.
honestly.
So you see this guy, you like him. What are the things that sort of indicate that he's good for you in the direction you're going to. Now, we do know that in the first sort of however weeks, months, everyone's putting their best foot forward.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's sort of kind of like doing their best. You
I
know,
get the
just
6 week, the 5 week itch, 6 week ditch. Ditch everyone after 6 weeks. Because they start coming around at 3-4 weeks, they slip. Then
Yeah.
week 5, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Another one bleeding, he's an arsehole.
Yeah.
And then I ditch on week 6.
6.
Yeah, can't get past week 6.
Why is that? Because he's not like.
They're slipping, they're not the person they pretended to be.
Okay, so they've taken back their foot.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
But then see, I've stopped people pleasing. I'm like, I don't care anymore if you don't like me. Don't give a shit. If I'm not for you, grand. It's not offensive. There's only one. I feel, and if I'm not your one, let's not waste each other's time. And if you're not mine, I'm not wasting yours.
How direct would you be at the start of a sort of first sort of date? Like, how sort of?
I want a baby.
Okay.
42.
Okay.
I want a baby. I don't have 5 years to fuck around. You're into me or you're not now, basically. And I was like, would you rather I trapped you? I'm not going to trap you.
Okay, so you say I want a baby, and the guy's like, yeah, same.
See, I like younger men.
Yeah, okay.
So,
How younger?
Jimmy Savile shit.
Jimmy Savile is crazy. You're bringing up bad names. You're bringing up bad names, yo. That's crazy,
Yeah,
dog.
Like,
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
date a 25-year-old?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm
what-
not
and what?
42.
I said
Yeah, no,
you
you
don't.
don't.
Wait, and
I said,
what?
no,
Would
no.
you expect the
No, bro,
25-year-old
bro,
to
you
want to
didn't
have a
hear what she
baby as
said.
well?
Do you know
You didn't hear what she
You
said.
can meet a boy at 35 or you can meet a man at 23. It depends on the person.
That's true.
I said, would you date a 25-year-old? She goes, I have.
I have, yeah. But like, okay, but then I want to quickly pivot the standards, man. If a man said, I'm dating somebody 20 years younger, we're all looking, because one of my guys was saying it the other day, right? He's 32, and he was like, he
wasn't dating.
He's not dating.
Okay.
No, but he's like you.
If he was
he,
to.
he was in a space where there was bare like 20-year-olds,
Yeah.
and he was just like, what the fresh like that, like as in they look
The
They look
body's
good.
tight, yeah. It is.
Amanda, you're crazy. I wasn't thinking about body type. I was just saying. I love Christ, guys. Hey, no, he was saying like, yeah, like as in they're just. He goes like he said they passed the NCT.
Just about. They're fresh off the bleeding rack.
Wait, is he 32?
21, 22, yeah. Oh, damn, I just gave that away.
Yeah, just gave that away.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, but who was?
Yeah, when you said past the NCT, I knew exactly who it was.
Yeah, but see, men my age don't match me. Do you know that way?
In what sense? What you mean?
You can't you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're
Men
kinda stuck
my
in
age,
their
they're
ways.
stuck in their ways. They're grumpy, they're cranky. They're like white men. Their hairlines out there. Do you know what I mean? Like
it's
aesthetically, they're not as pleasing as a younger guy, and they don't have the energy. They want to sit in and they want to go to the pub and fart on the fucking stool. No, I want to live my life. I want to do random things.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think that's sort of. I think that's sort of okay. You still want to live your life, right?
There's
you still
no
want
age on energy.
Yeah, of course.
My energy levels are younger.
Yes, and but that's like I'm not saying that because you're here. Like that's that is it. You are sort of you have that young soul to you, anyways. But sort of. On the flip side, I understand
What do I want?
No, not based on you. I'm saying on the flip side of like a guy sort of going for someone who is like 10 years younger, whatever years younger. Why is that sort of stigmatized? And I think I understand why, because there is danger in sort of manipulation and sort of that type of stuff.
Yeah,
So I do get it, but like if it was just genuine, like she's 10 years younger, she's 15 years younger.
Yeah.
A man wouldn't even go for that person because.
I think the problem is with those kind of relationships, you can only tell over time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's when you now hear, they've been together 15, 20 years and he's 10 years younger. I was like, okay, that was genuine, as opposed to like the guy that's just like, because I have a 9-to-5 job and I'm working, I could probably show her stability and then get her to do what I want.
Yeah, what was Jay-Z and what was Jay-Z's age?
She has to want to.
They have a gap as well. They're like
Yeah,
10 year
gap.
gap.
My sister's with an older man.
Yeah.
She just like me going, "Are you going out with one of your babies tonight?" I'm like, "Your fella's on a walking frame, like fuck off." You know what I mean?
Wait, that means you must have like a higher sex drive.
I
then.
do have a very
That's
high
why
sex
you want
drive.
the younger men.
No, but at the same time, right? Men my age won't shut me up.
Okay.
And we're ready. We're ready. They're sitting in their cardigans. We're the men my
Like
age.
cardigans is crazy.
Do you know what I mean? And then I was going for gym guys, right? And 6-pack, prick pack. The more of a 6-pack,
The more of a prick.
prankers. So, no, but my DMs are flooded with younger fellas. They want an older woman. They don't want the young ones out. I don't do drugs, right?
Yeah,
I don't. I'm an absolute lightweight. I don't drink a lot. So, they don't want the girls on the bag. They don't want the session mutts. They don't want the girls that like.
Yeah.
They don't want that. No, they probably want a bit of a mammy figure, but like.
But
But no one's talking about that.
They do.
Younger girls go for older fellas, and a lot of it's money,
Yeah.
and they want a bit of stability. They have daddy issues, whatever. The younger fellas, they're not saying it, but I tell you, there's no shortage of younger fellas in my DMs. So,
I do believe that.
Yeah, no. I think
what is it?
What
I have several theories.
I think so. Sorry.
Go for it.
I think there's a certain level of directness you can get from an older woman that you won't get from a younger girl. One.
Yeah.
Two, communication is very clear. If we agree that okay, this is just a physical thing, your mind isn't most likely not going to change.
Yeah.
Do you get me? And he's like, all right, Grant, this is exactly what it is. Because if he was to do that to someone either his age or younger than
She wants
him,
to fall in love now.
things will change. Do you get me? So there's a lot more stability in that. And then like it's a win-win.
And it's like it is what it is.
Exactly.
I know two guys personally who's like slept with older women, and they told me it's like because I'm questioning. I'm like, bro, what's like. Not like I love Jesus. Hey, so I'm not questioning. Like I'm questioning like, what is it about? Sort of why did you go for older women? And it's like, bro, it just is what it is, bro. There's no strings attached. They're not trying to.
And
like,
I've heard that. I've heard it's like, oh, I saw the week after we stopped, and it was Grant. Yeah, I just greeted her. It's like, oh, how are you? Long time.
How was your daughter? Crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so,
there's no need for that stupidness. Like, carry on.
Yeah.
Awkwardness.
I think that's why you don't have a shortage of older guys, younger guys,
Yeah, there's a
because
shortage of older guys, so big shortage.
would you consider what do you think of the idea of like going to a different country to find a partner?
I never did date. I just liked Irish guys. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Irish guys before. I never did before. But like when we were growing up, let's say, like I'm 42, so when I was growing up, Ireland was really Irish when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I was kind of raised in a way that, I don't go near foreigners. Do you know, they're going to batter you, they're going to do this, they're going to do that.
Yeah.
And that was drilled into me. So I always thought if I got with a Polish lad, he's going to dig the head out of me. Like,
That's
I'd
mad.
never... Honestly, this is the way I was
Crazy
raised. Like,
dog.
they're going to batter you. So...
the value is crazy, bro.
This is the way we were raised, so I just never did. And then the older I'm getting, the more interested I am in people and different cultures.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like a friend of mine is in, he lives in Puerto Rico and he's Muslim, and there was an Irish lad in Puerto Rico, and he'd be like, "Why you hang around with them?" Like he's Moroccan, so he's like, "Why you hang around with them Moroccans?" I'm like, he's the salt of the earth, but. On his day off from work, he would bring my son, lift him out of his wheelchair, bring him into the sea, because you can't get a wheelchair through sand.
Yeah.
And he's so loving and caring, and then he was like, apparently my son is like a gift from God. Like disabled people are just, you're gifted and you're blessed if you have them. And he looks at my son like he's a god, and I'm just like, he sees my son the way I see him.
Yeah.
So then I started
That's good.
going, like, I don't care where you're from, I don't care about your religion.
Yeah.
I care about your energy and who you are as a person. So my mind is only opening to all that, because obviously I've been a ma. I'm still a ma, but my life's been caring for my son, and I'm only finding me now. When I turned 40, I was like, fuck that, man, you're half dead. Do you know what I mean? Start living. And stop apologising for being yourself. Stop apologising for having boobs or tattoos or blonde hair or dulling yourself. And I did for a long time, and because women are bitches. Women don't like pretty girls. Like, they don't. Especially, like, women are psychos. So, I went to an all-girls school.
Hey, almost the woman I said it to.
They're all crazy bitches. Like, you can't do better than a woman, or you go out and you see a girl with a fella, and she's, like, staring at him, and you're like, I'm not even looking at your fella to stay of him. Do you know what I mean?
Just stay of him.
Stay of him.
Like, listen, Irish men are getting uglier.
Well, so when,
They're getting uglier.
so you were married before and you're divorced now, right?
The divorce is in 4 weeks.
Jesus.
Well, you're not
It's only
fully.
getting finalized.
No, he held it out. He's
And this
hiding
is
all
a
his
10-year
money.
period, right?
Bloody bastard. What?
Is
Hiding his money. I want your fucking money, like.
this has been a 10-year period?
10-year breakup, yeah.
Crazy.
Hold on. Wait. What? You've been broken up for 10 years?
Yeah.
And you're just getting divorced now. Why is that? Is it because he was holding out?
He was holding out and then COVID and then there was a
Okay.
backlay COVID, backlay from in the courts and all, but it's been 10 bleeding years, like.
Jesus.
I don't want your money.
And
You know what I mean?
obviously,
Because I was gonna ask, when did you decide or when did you realize he wasn't the one?
When I
But-
found another woman's messages on the phone saying how
fair.
many orgasms he gave her when he never gave me one. So, just saying.
hey yo,
So
hey
he was giving other women, and he never. Is it that he couldn't give you one,
I
or
don't know.
you just?
To be,
What's
I
the-
don't know. She was lying.
He wasn't that good.
That's interesting enough.
I was with him from the age of 12 that we met at 12. I was
Okay.
12, he was 14. Like what you were saying,
Yeah.
he was the best I ever had until
Yeah.
I became single at 31.
That's pretty good. So that let's talk about that. Let's dive into that. Right. So being married, you know, sort of obviously now you.
What age did you get married?
28.
Okay.
Yeah. 28, 3 kids.
Did you have 3 kids by the time you were 28?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you're married. You're going into this thinking that this is sort of
He was the love of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved him. He walked in the room and my stomach flipped. And I loved him. I had his dinner ready when he came home. The house was clean, looked after the kids. We didn't have a normal, Leo was disabled and very sick.
Yeah.
But we got through a lot.
Yeah.
We got through a big court case. We got to the top of our game when life could just calm.
yeah.
And he had an affair.
And
And he was having an affair for 11 months. And
Jeez.
But we were trying for a baby while he was having an affair.
Oh,
So, and then
that's rough.
he doesn't even stick with this girl. He throws his family in the bin for her. Gets with another girl and has a baby girl with her. And all I've ever wanted is a baby girl.
girl,
Now, she's the most beautiful little thing.
yeah.
And I got on great with his other baby mum and we both hate him now. Girl gang against him.
Yeah.
But that killed, though. When I seen them messages, I knew when he was going out, blow drying the last bit of hair that he had in his head. Now listen, you talking about not brushing your teeth. He had a shower before he went jogging on his own. Aftershave, ironed his gym gear to go jogging on his own. And I'm like, he's ticking every box for an affair. But we were trying for a baby, we didn't stop having sex.
So
Oh, well, he was just strong like that.
So it was still satisfying you,
Well, I
and
wouldn't
then
say that.
still doing it with
was
you,
working-
and
I
then
loved
going
him.
out.
I loved him.
That's crazy.
Loved him so much. And I will never deny I would have kissed the ground he walked on.
Yeah.
So he had it all. I think he just got greedy. Honestly. I said to him, I sensed a lot of shit in that 1 year. I saw her and I saw the way he looked at her. And I saw...
Oh, you saw sort of the interaction with him and
We
the girl.
started doing classes.
Okay.
They were called Fat Blast classes. And we were like, right, we're going to spend time together. We're going to get fit. Our plan was when he retired, he was to retire 55, to travel the world with Leo.
Yeah.
Because he was never going to have a college education, get married, have love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our plan is to travel the world and bring him all over the world.
Yeah.
That was his life.
Yeah.
And we were going to do that. And so we said, right, we're going to get fit, get healthy,
Yeah.
train. So we met her in the class.
Oh.
And he loved Mila Kunis. And she walked in real natural.
You love who? Sorry.
Mila Kunis.
the actress.
Oh, from Star 70 show.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
He loved her. And so this girl walks in, real naturally pretty, big brown eyes, dark hair, real slim, no boobs. And I'm like, yeah, she's gorgeous. But the way he looked at her, and I went, all right, okay, weird. But I wasn't feeling good in myself at that time anyway.
Yeah.
She was a bit standoffish, but I used to see the way she'd look at him and the way he'd look at her. And I'm not mad, I'm big on energy.
Yeah, 100.
And I'd be like, she shouldn't be smiling at my husband that way.
Yeah.
It was odd.
And he
Little
was
things were
entertaining it
happening.
as well.
Then he invited her down. Our kids were doing kickboxing. He invited her down to bring her son kickboxing. I was like, all right. But one day she walked up to my Jeep and it was tinted. And I was like, oh, that's your one from the class. So I'm rolling down the window to say, how are you? Like, she starts walking backwards going, oh, it's you. And I'm like,
Something's going on
So
here.
you knew, you just
I
didn't.
pulled him on it and pulled him on it and pulled him on it.
kept
So
an eye,
one day I
kept an
dropped
eye.
the kids off and he walked up the road
Yeah.
in Blanche. And at 6 o'clock in Blanche, if there's traffic, you need a helicopter to get out of the traffic.
Yeah,
You can't do it.
Yeah, 100%.
So he says to me, I'm stuck in traffic, I'll pick the kids up after their kickboxing. Says, grand, I'll go do a bit of food shopping. But I stopped in the estate, had a phone call with someone, and as I'm pulling out the estate 3 minutes later, he's pulling in, and she's jogging around the corner. I was like, if you go fuck. And he was
crazy,
like, don't even have me gear with me. What are you talking about? You're mad, you're crazy, you're a psycho. Kept telling me I'm mad, I'm crazy, I'm a psycho.
Gaslighting 101.
I'm not. I am mad. You stated I'm mad, but I'm not stupid. When your gut is screaming, but it's heart over your mind. You're like, I don't want to believe he's doing that, and I don't. We're trying for a baby. We're talking about baby names. We upgraded our car to fit another car seat in.
Wow.
Our life.
Well, he was
sorted.
making steps in it.
Well, you don't piss on your own doorstep straight up. It wasn't the first time, clearly. That was very close. So I kind of befriended her a little bit. It's very true.
Yeah, that's very true.
But he, one of his mates is a little fine thing, right? So he was coming to the class
It's a little
one time.
fine thing.
It's crazy.
Right, he was coming to the class one time, right? So I was like, oh, so-and-so's coming. So I done myself up like a tranny going to this class. Right? You want to say me, right?
This is that
Fitness class, right?
Zero monetization for this.
Sorry. But like I did myself up. The more makeup I wear, I do start to change gender. So I did myself up for a man because I wanted to look well in the class, right?
Yeah.
But this girl was so natural and so beautiful. Like, gorgeous looking girl. She came in one day all done up. Now, he loved the colour purple, right?
So she
Loved the ponytail, right? So you know what your partner's
She was
into
just-
and
she
what
was
they
just
like.
ticking
She
all the
rocks in
boxes.
a purple outfit, a ponytail and loads of makeup. And I'm looking around the class going, who's she trying to impress? Like, who the fuck? That was my husband. So, and then one time he bought me gym gear. And I walked into the class and me and my friend were like, did he dress you like her? Because it was a bit of a joke because I'm like, he has a thing for her.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I'm mad. I'm mad. And then it was one day, he left, actually, do you know, I was out to get lip fillers, right? And I left my phone in the house and I was going for a jog with my friend. And I said, fuck, he's going to find out I got lip fillers because he never wanted me to do it.
Yeah.
So she was like, no, he's not going to go through your phone. I said, he will. But when you walk into my door, there's a wall. And before I even passed the wall, he went, what did you do with your face? And I went, you little prick, you had to go and through my phone. So that night, the baby woke up. Alex was only 3. He woke up, he went into his bed, and he left his phone there. Never left his phone out of his hand. He was as sketchy. I went, going through my phone.
I'll call through yours.
Saw the messages.
Sorry.
Just there. Did he like?
Missing you is so hard, and I can't believe you made me explode 7 times.
You don't forget those kind of things.
I'm literally reading it off the phone in my head, but the name wasn't there.
Oh.
So I rang the phone. I rang and rang and rang. And I heard her name on her voicemail. So I went up to him and I got the phone and I hopped off his head. And I said,
You're a brilliant storyteller. I got the phone.
I did. And I was like, I know you're aware. And even at that, even though I've seen the messages, even though I heard, when he came downstairs, now Leo gets meds and I have to crush his meds because it's fed through his stomach. And there is a pedestal, what's it called? You know, like a lump of cement.
Yeah.
I had that handle in my hand and I had a plastic syringe. And he came down and he says to me, it was only one time. I still believed he was going to talk me out and say, you're mad.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. She's just a psycho, whatever. And I fuck the bleeding plastic syringe at it instead of the cement thing. He's lucky. But he admitted it. But he said it only happened once.
He didn't.
It didn't. It was going on for 11 months. Because I met up for her.
Oh.
I met up for her for a cup
11
of tea.
months is crazy.
And I said, I'm not fighting over no man. I'm going to meet up with you. We'll have a cup of tea. I'm not going to see you out somewhere and have to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I met
That's
up
very
with her.
mature.
We had a cup of tea, but I did tell her because if there was a fat girl on telly, he used to turn it off, right?
Okay.
Turn off the channel, and she used to be big. I'm like, if you were still fat, you wouldn't
He
have
would have
touched
touched it. Yeah.
was
Just
like-
letting you know.
I was like, so where did you go? She was like, oh, we went to hotels and stuff. And I said, all right, who paid for them? Me. All right. Did you use that? And she was like, yeah, we used condoms. Who paid for them? Me. I was like, do you not feel like a tramp? Do you not feel like you were used? Like you paid for you are paying to have an affair with my husband. I was like,
Great.
Good luck.
And do you know who sort of instigated? I know it takes you to tango, but do you know sort of?
there's 2 stories. There's
Yeah.
2 stories.
Okay.
Because he was the coach for her fella's football team. And there was he told me a story. The planning.
She was in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
She has a kid.
Hey, yo.
No.
But she does have a kid as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, at that time she had a
Poor
kid.
fella was on the same football team as my husband. My husband was the coach.
So okay.
Bro, pitch this to Netflix. This is a show.
Story.
Nothing in my life.
Oh, bro, wait.
Yeah.
You gonna? I want you to tell the story of when, like, at the wedding, some wedding story where you took his stuff out. You didn't say that when
Poor Paddy.
Where you
Poor
scraped.
Paddy. Yeah, well, he deserved that. He got the back. He got the brunt of the affair. Poor Paddy, like. But yeah, he cheated too. But
Everyone just cheats.
I think everyone cheats. To be
Nah,
fair.
not me though.
I don't believe
Not
everyone
me.
cheats.
Hey. I love Jesus.
I'm just saying. Well, listen, mate. I'm speaking for. Well, I'm not.
For Irishmen, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
Men don't talk about it. Men have each other's backs. Just saying.
100.
Men aren't quick enough to write each other up unless they're after someone else's woman.
Yeah, no.
Women
like,
will. Oh, they.
that's the thing. Is like women would like sort of like. I think they see it as their duty to sort of tell the other girl.
What are you gaining? Nothing.
Women like men too much. Women like men too much. I feel.
Women don't like other women having what they want.
Like men too much.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Would you have? This is it's a weird question, but like, would you rather not have known
Yeah.
Ooh.
and you would have
My
still
family
been?
would still be together.
Uh,
My kid, I wouldn't be a carer on my own.
Yeah.
You know, now his little girl wouldn't be here, and she's the loveliest little girl in the world. That's the only blessing
yeah.
I can say from the affair. I loved him. I would have rather not find out. I don't think it was his first rodeo. He used to be in a boy band. He definitely was.
Oh, boy band. Hey,
Wait,
yo.
what instrument did he play?
It's fucking flu.
How long did you spend feeling guilty for picking up that phone?
I never felt guilty for picking up the phone, but it's only since I'm mourning it, because you go through your hate phase and you're like, that fucking prick, and he did this and he did that and he
Yeah.
did this. And then the damage that's been done to my kids over 10 years that you don't see.
Yeah.
They hear things, they see things,
Yeah.
they pick up on energies, they love mommy, they love daddy. And they're caught in the fucking middle
Yeah.
of all of it.
Yeah.
And I would go back in time any day of the week to undo that damage to my kids.
Okay.
Because nobody sees that.
Yeah.
And then there was friendships involved, and then there's family. I was in his family 20 years. Everybody gets hurt by it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody
It
gets
affects
hurt.
everybody.
It's like a bomb going
Yeah.
off.
It
just
was like a
affect-
bomb that went
affects
off.
Right
Yeah.
across.
Because my family and his, we were all intertwined. There was just big family connection. Now my kids, do you know what I got for Christmas? Oh, was it my birthday last year, or was it Mother's Day? A gone off box of celebrations. Gone off about 4 months.
Well, that's
And
what
a dusty
he got
candle.
you.
He
That's what he
found
got
it in the back of his press and stuck it in an Aldi bag. But handing my kids that shit, do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the nastiness in the games. It's just stupid.
And after that, you find out, you see the phone, you sort of have the tea with the woman,
Yeah.
the mistress. Who paid for the tea?
I use his
You
bank
did,
cards.
Hey,
He
it
paid
works,
for
it
it.
works. It works. And so then, because I know that period, everyone thinks that, okay, cool. You find that out, it's like, yeah, just leave him. Gone. Like, was that the case for you, or was it like, so did it take a long time to sort of say, I'm out of this?
No, do you know what? It was like a tap turned off all my feelings for him. When I say I would have kissed the ground he walked on till the day I read that message. Because he had called me crazy and a psycho and mad for a year. I begged him. I knew there was something wrong. Can we go to marriage counselling? Do you have feelings for someone else? Leave me. Leave me. Go do that. We'll get marriage counselling. I won't stop you seeing the kids. I worked for my marriage while he was having an affair and telling me I was crazy. So when I finally found out I'm not crazy and you've literally gaslit me for the whole year.
Yeah.
I could be in a straitjacket at this stage with what you've done to me.
Yeah.
And I just didn't love him anymore.
Yeah.
It's like a tap turned off and it never turned back on. After about 10 months, I took him back.
Okay.
Because I went to Ibiza with the girls and I was bleeding knackered when I came back and I was about to have a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And I was like, I actually considered, I did consider killing myself and I went, no, I'm not going to. I'll take him back, it can't be worse. So, and then I took him back and within 3 days I was like, I'd rather kill myself. I had to end it with him. He made me skin crawl. I had
Yeah.
10 months of being me. So I was with him from 12 to 31. I was never me. And I had 10 months of someone not telling me there wasn't enough salt on that. And I didn't realise how much he put me down until he was out of my life for 10 months.
And then you stopped hearing those words.
Stopped hearing all the negativeness, the drain, and there was a comment on everything. But you're too sensitive. And I didn't realise. And then so I found me in them 10 months. But nobody liked the new me. Because nobody knew me. Everyone's used to
You're only
placid,
figuring out yourself.
passive Amanda.
Yeah.
And they didn't like me being stronger or like that. And I just couldn't get back with them. But then I found Paddy on Tinder. And we were on and off for 7 years. That was a crazy relationship. I still love Paddy. I was only talking to him last week.
Great fella, yeah?
I was only talking to him last week.
No, but we're still friends. We laugh. I slated him on on my podcast, and he rang me up, pissing himself laughing. He was like, fair play to you. Do you know what I mean? He gets my banter.
Yeah. with obviously with Paddy, like, that was it 7 years on and off, or was it just
On
like,
and off. We broke up maybe 3-4 months.
It was toxic.
Toxic to bits, yeah.
Yeah. It's just full of red flags.
It was fun.
Do you see yourself going back?
Never.
You sound like a Nigerian. Never. Ever. Talk to me about that breakup. Because I think that was just I don't know if that was just one of the moments or if that was the
We
main
got
breakup.
back after that and got engaged, actually, after this story.
What?
Yeah.
You've lived a life.
Oh,
Live a
yeah,
life.
yeah.
This is literally 10%. I'm telling you.
Not even, it's about 2%. But so me and Paddy were on and off for 7 years. So he went away with the army, and while he was in the Lebanon, he went
Irish army.
Irish, yeah. So Paddy was quite possessive anyway.
Okay.
Like he's a small man, so he's a bit of small man syndrome. So like
What do they call it? Napoleon complex?
yeah. No, he's a little hothead, but gorgeous looking young fella. We got on great when we're mates, right?
Was he younger than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we were when we're not together, we're great mates. But when we're together, he gets possessive and psycho. He went to Leb, he got psycho every day. If I changed my profile picture or something, he'd be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing this for?" And I'd be like, "Oh, would you fuck off?" So I ended up finishing with him while he was in the lab because like you're tormenting me every day.
What's the lab? Sorry.
Lebanon.
Lebanon. He went to Lebanon.
Say
But,
the lab.
The
so I
lab,
actually,
Lab is crazy.
What's the lib?
I was like, what's the lab? Lebanon. Yeah.
I can't understand you either.
But the Irish army is in Lebanon.
Yeah, he went to
Peacekeeping,
Lebanon. Yeah.
probably peacekeeping.
Yeah,
Well, like,
'cause
he-
you know the Irish Army's not gonna fight.
Actually,
Like,
speaking of car crashes, he got in a car crash over there, and they rang me. We weren't together. We were at the break. I was at the dump with him. They were like, "Are you the next of kin of Paddy?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" I was sitting there getting my nails done. So he was in a car crash over there anyway, and he ends up being brought home. But we started seeing each other again, and I said, "Paddy, we've broken up so many times. I'm telling you now. Don't tell anyone back together because it's embarrassing at this stage." Do you know what I mean? So he was coming up. He was staying. We were seeing each other. Grand. So we didn't tell each other we were back together. Then I go out for dinner with my friend, and she says to me, "You know, he's seen so and so." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No." And he used to always talk about this girl, not in a nice way. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, "No, he's not even into her."
So he was deflecting.
It was calculated.
Totally,
It's calculated.
right? So I was like, "What?" So I rang him and I said, "You dirty, dying, lying bastard. You are seeing her." I'd heard rumours and he denied it. We went to counselling, right, for 7 months.
And he denied it all.
He cried.
Oh.
And I made me go half for the counselling, right? He cried and lied to this counsellor.
You've met some characters in life.
Oh, he's a mad bat. They're all saying I was with her and I wasn't, and they're lying because they're jealous of our relationship. We pure road, all right? So we broke up anyway. We got back together. I think we were not together for about a year, right?
Yeah.
So I said to him, "Tell me the fucking truth. Were you with her or were you not with her?" Because I hadn't seen this girl.
Yeah.
"Tell me the truth. Were you with her or were you not with her?" And he says, "No, I swear, wasn't with her." Right, still lying because I was like, "I don't care anymore. We haven't been together for a year. I don't care. But you need to be honest and blah blah blah." So we went to. He said, "Oh, so and so's wedding's on." I said, "It's right, grand." And then about a week towards, he's like, "You know, she's going to the wedding." And I'm like, "Why do you care if she's going to the wedding?" Do you know what I mean?
Still seeing
Like,
her.
so what? Like, no, he wasn't still seeing her,
Okay.
but like he knows I'm straight out. I hadn't seen her. So, and he was like, "Why do you care?" And he was like, "Oh, you don't have to go to the wedding if you don't want to go." I said, "Listen, we'll go to the wedding." I said, "If it gets a bit much, give me the key to the room and I'll go off because I don't know these people's wedding. I don't want to kick off.
Yeah.
Give me the room and let me leave and just leave me alone." and I'll come back when I calm down if I can't handle it. So I was like, right, because I knew all the rumours and whatever. So we got to the wedding, and she's there, and her face drops when she sees me. So I'm like, right, first telltale sign, because why would her face drop?
Yeah.
So that was grand. Then he starts sweating. So he said to me, the wedding was great, real romantic, and I was like, oh, do you know what? Fuck it, forget about it. I was like, he's the one. I want to be with him. I want to marry him. Then he says to me, oh, I wish I didn't bring you. I wish I just brought the lads. So I went, oh, is that right, yeah? So I got up, went over and sat with her. And he was sweating like a pedo in a playground, right? And I'm watching him, and I'm like...
Sweating like a pedo in a playground.
I'm watching him swarming. Oh, do you just want to drink, girls? Just want... And I'm like, you prick, what are you sweating for? Like, so then I said to her, the bride was giving out flip-flops. So I was like, come on, we're going to get our matching flip-flops. Went in, we got flip-flops. And I said to her on the way out, did you ride them? And
Yeah.
she said, yeah. And I went, really? And she said they were dating. Now, when he came back from the Lebanon, he was using my car. He was bringing her for dates in my car, right?
Oh,
So it got worse. So
audacity.
she said to me, Amanda, please don't cause a scene. Please. I said, I respect you for telling me the truth. I have never approached you about it. I said, we were together. We were together at the time. So I went out with the flip-flops, and he's sitting there with me. And I just got the flip-flops and I whacked them off the side of his head. But the bride and groom weren't out yet, so I wasn't really causing a scene. I said, you did fucking ride her. And he was like, shut up. And so with that, she sits down beside me. She went, oh, what are we having for dinner? So that just set me off. I was going to let go. I was trying to get the key for the room. So I said, give me the key. And he was like, right, he's rooting for the key. I said, do you want... Then I spotted this big jug of water, like a big jug of water on the table. And I said, do you want a glass of water? And he went, yeah. So I got the jug and I went to throw it over him, but he deflected it onto his mate.
Oh, my God.
Who I don't like anyway. So the two of them sitting there grounded. So I got the key, went back to the room, and I'm sweating. We're in the middle of Doolin in Clare, so it was a 3.5 hour drive.
Oh, God.
So I'm sweating in the room going, what the fuck? Didn't I see his precious BMW key? Never leaves his key anywhere on the table. And he loves his cars.
Yeah.
Then I was like, fuck him, I'm going home. So packed up everything I seen in the room. Then I realised his shoes, his coat, his watch, his suitcase. I bought all of it. So I was like, that's mine.
Packed as
Brought
well.
it with me. I left him with one shoe. Got in his
as
car.
in one pair of shoes.
No, one shoe.
Okay, one shoe. Yeah.
Like one.
One
As
shoe.
in just one left.
Yeah, and
So
that was
the
it.
left one.
I don't know which
Oh,
one.
you
I
took
didn't
the right one.
purposely leave it. I accidentally left it.
I'm
But I was meant to take the two of them, but I left them with one shoe. But got in the car and it was an automatic, and I can't drive an automatic. But I'm waiting there about 20 minutes, and I'm like, suddenly it starts. I'm fuck it. Driving down the road, and then like he loves his car. Like you can't have a bit of grass on your shoe. So I'm like, all right, fuck you. So his work. He was a PT at the time. He went to the gym, and I seen his work phone out the window, his workbook out the window. Then I was like, yeah, car mats. So I'm driving down the road, whipped up the car mats out the window. Oh,
Everything just out the
You
window.
know how angry you must be to
Car
take the
mats.
car mats.
While I was driving.
While she was driving.
Should I tell you how angry she was?
Yeah.
She was like, what can I do to piss him off
You
the
just
most?
stop it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. So then I got the car back to, he lives with his sister, got it back to the sister's house, and his niece came out. I was like, what's the story? You're like, why are you back? And the lying bastard was with your one, right? So then I'm giving her the keys to his car, and then I realised his gym keys are on the premises keys.
What
are on
did you
the,
do?
So you went to the
well,
gym.
after I keyed his car. But his car was
But he
white.
keyed his
It's
car.
a white car. You can't key a white car.
Oh really?
So I'm like liar on the bonnet, like a big, and it wouldn't come out. But if you felt it, if you were blind, so it was like braille. It was braille karma on the front of his bonnet. So went up to the gym, and for 2 hours I bought him a load of stuff for the gym.
Yeah.
So I lifted every piece of equipment out of that gym. I put it into my van.
Oh,
It took me 2 hours.
The weights and all.
The weights, took all the weights.
The dumbbells,
everything.
the 40 kg
yeah,
dumbbells.
Yeah. Like steps, everything.
Damn.
Bars, barbells, everything I put in my van, went to my gym the next day, and
Donated it.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Do you want some stuff?
Oh, my God.
But
Like, as in, do you know what? Here's my thing.
That's much though. That's
no.
much
He
now.
sat me beside. He made a liar out. of
I'm
me.
not going to lie.
Everybody
I'm you saying
It was-
everything.
I could have ruined the wedding.
Yeah, I get that, but going to the gym and taking.
I'm not, do you know what?
Nice.
I'm not surprised.
What?
Like from your conversation, I'm just like, yeah, that sounds about what you
what
do.
I would do.
Yeah, yeah.
But he lied.
But then also,
No, he did do
Yeah, no,
wrong.
he don't-
and
that's
you
what I'm saying.
did it as a response.
people,
Okay,
7 months
is-
of counselling. I had to listen to him crying, like.
if you do some, wait,
I
if you-
understand.
Hear me what this here. If you do someone dirty like that to that extent, right? You can't put an extent on what they do back to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, for example, wait. For example, I'm not finished. Wait.
He's afraid of
If somebody does 7 months of counselling, crying, lying, no one's doing that to you,
January
wait, and
to the end of July.
wait, and then
Deep that.
somebody else now, the person that you did that to says, right, I'm not gonna sort of take advantage of you emotionally, physically. I'm just gonna take your gym equipment and key your car that's white and throw out your mats. Do you know what I mean? Like, it actually is
Thank
not.
you.
Deal with it.
It is crazy, like, because
That's his livelihood, though.
But he came back.
You can't mess with people's emotions like that.
I understand, but
That's head
is
fucking shit.
someone cheating a good
After
reason
9/11,
enough to
no,
take
no,
away
no.
someone's livelihood?
But bro,
his livelihood is not taken away. He just has to buy it again.
you just has to buy again. Bro,
He
He's
doesn't
a
have to-
shit.
no, because the issue, like, you see, you know, when you deal with people emotionally, right? You need to be aware that you can alter the rest of their lives,
Yeah.
because of how you treated them.
Yeah.
I understand, yeah.
Do you know what I'm-
Whereas in his gym phone, he could just go to
Buy
Vodafone.
again.
His car mats go to.
it's probably all insured anyway.
Yeah.
I just irritate the fuck out of him. That's all it was.
Man, I understand, but it's a bit excessive, no?
No, it wasn't. I could have ruined the wedding.
Let's-
But
Yeah.
That was taking
not.
innocent people.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
innocent
yeah.
I
people.
left.
Yeah.
And do you know what?
I
Do you know
took
what?
myself out of the equation.
My question is,
So sorry.
it took you 2 hours to get this out, to get all this stuff out.
Gym equipment.
Yeah,
Everything.
and it took you how long to drive home?
3.5.
So 5 hours of
Dude,
madness.
ran
And you're still
crazy.
Apparently
That's
when
crazy,
someone makes
bro.
you angry, it's in your system for 7 hours.
Oof.
So then he turned up the next day with a plant and said, I didn't buy you flowers because I want our love to grow like this plant. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
It didn't work.
No.
But you
That's
got back
what we
together.
did
Huh?
after that and we got engaged.
And you got engaged after that.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
I
Yeah.
was like, he's
Because he came back and said, yeah, I was doing this, and this. And it was like what that story, the honesty.
Yeah.
Finally was being honest.
and you just had to respect it, I guess, eventually.
Listen, what you said about people changing. My dad was an absolute heart. He was very violent, very nasty, did a lot of stuff, but he changed. So then I severely have daddy issues because I believe everyone can change.
Yeah.
Because he changed. So when I had Leo at 21, my dad became my best friend, and he was everything to me. Where I hated my dad. Like,
Before that.
he was very violent. We had a very violent upbringing. But then I understood him after he went to a lot of those Christian Brothers homes. He had all his own trauma, and they say trauma comes down through families until it's healed.
It's
It
true.
was inflicted
It's
into
true.
our
It's
life.
true.
When my dad got angry,
Saw red, basically.
there was nothing.
Yeah.
And so in a sense, you were sort of attracted to that. In a sense, I must not know your dad's were like as in just trauma in general, like as in
Yeah, because
certain-
it deflects from my trauma because I don't have
Yeah.
to deal with my own shit. So now that
That's
I've
why you like
dealt
the
with mine,
project.
that's why I like a project. Deflection.
I don't have to think about me.
Yes.
Let's just help
Yeah.
you.
You're worse than me. Deadly. That's why
Yeah.
I like a bit of Jeremy Kyle because I'm like, I feel great that I have my own teeth and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Your day's not going to much worse than that.
He's not your kid.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I wish my kids weren't his. But,
Yeah.
but
That's a whole thing in itself.
10 years divorcing though. That feels like
I'm gonna
That feels
dance
like
out
a
of
jail.
court.
That feels
Dance
like
out
a-
of court.
that feels like.
And so that's happening in 4 weeks, is it? Hey, what's your side of the deal? Like you get some
I
solid
want
stuff, yeah? Oh, okay, just
I'm gonna Tina Turner this shit. I just want my name back. That's it. I want nothing off him. It's been 10 years.
And does he think you want loads off him? Is it?
He wants from me.
Oh, he wants from you.
Can get me back.
It's crazy.
It's still childish shit. I'm over it. I'm grown.
Yeah.
Take what you want. I will rebuild. I don't care.
Right.
I'm grown.
I'm really curious now. So you said there's only the one.
Yeah.
If he never cheated, would he have been the one?
This is mad, right? So I used to. I can't even say what he does for a living. He does a high risk job anyway. And I used to say to my friend, well, I envisioned myself. Do you ever see The Notebook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the couple and they're on the bench and they're so fucking cute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I see myself with my soulmate, but it's not him. And I don't know why. Is he gonna die? Is he not going to come home from work one day? Is something going to happen?
And you had this all throughout your relationship.
I used to say this to my friend. It's
Oh,
not him.
wow.
When I see and I envision my person, it's not him.
Oh, so while you were with him, you're thinking it's not.
I thought he's not going to be my last love.
Okay.
Because I thought something's going to happen to him that when I'm older, I will meet someone else.
Yeah, but
I want someone to grow old with.
could the fact that he does a high risk job play into that as well? That maybe he might not come home today.
No, that never,
No?
not that it never really bothered me, but it never,
Yeah.
that never scared me.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, can't stand the fucker, but he is good at his job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'd be the first one to save himself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Himself. But,
So,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I can't fault him with his job. He is very good with his
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
But I don't know why. I just never thought it was him.
Yeah.
I will know when my heart... Now I know that when my heart is at peace now, I'm not chasing the red flags anymore. I'm not I'm running away from the toxic
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
now.
100.
Because I'm like, mentally, I can't afford to keep up with this.
Mm.
But I like old school stuff.
Yeah.
Open the door. Do you know? Now, I don't...
Yeah.
When I say old school, I don't need a man to pay for me.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I'm independent. I don't think a man should have to... If I'm dating someone, neither of us should be at a loss.
Okay.
It shouldn't cost you and it shouldn't cost me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go out and have a nice time. And then eventually, if you get together, your money's going to come together anyway.
Yeah, 100.
So why... I'm not a princess. I do like gifts and I do like stuff like that, but I
Yeah.
don't need a man to pay for me. Or shower. Don't buy me flowers on Valentine's Day. Buy me flowers on a pissy Monday morning. And let me know you love me.
Yeah.
Don't just do it when you have to. Don't
you
fake
have to.
romance. Romance is... Haribo jelly on your little wedding.
Yeah, 100,
Romance
100.
is little things like that.
Yeah.
It's not. So I don't think a man should financially have to be out of pocket to date me.
To date you. Okay.
That's very,
I
yeah.
have. There's
It's
one
cost of
question.
living these days.
Yeah.
Nobody going now.
I have a question. Obviously, you mentioned, and you're sort of very open about it. Like you have children that suffer with disabilities, and how does even in sort of your dating life, or I have two questions, and
Yeah.
I think the dating life will be the second
Don't
side of
filter
it.
it, just
No.
answer it,
Yeah, the second one, the dating life will be the second half of it. But having children that sort of suffer from that, how do you, obviously from when you first sort of got the news when you were pregnant?
No,
See.
Bert. He was a Bert injury.
Oh, it was a birth, right? So it was
He
so
was perfect till he was born.
so it was born, right? So then that happening. How do you sort of how was that? Like, just even, I don't know, it's sort of, I don't have a direct question for that. How was just that experience?
Life-changing,
Yeah.
I was an absolute asshole before I had Leo.
Yeah.
I was a little hair flicker. Thought there was nothing like me. I was like, don't talk to me. I'm bleeding gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was that. And then I got this most beautiful. When I say he was the most beautiful baby I'd ever seen in my life, that could do fucking nothing. And they told me he'd die any day.
Jesus.
And so every day I'd get up and I'd be singing. I still have to sing. I haven't a note in my head. I still have to sing to this young fella every day.
Yeah.
Because he's a messer. He's an absolute messer.
Yeah.
So, like, he can't walk, he can't talk, he can't eat. He's in nappies. But do you ever watch Christy Brown?
Yes.
Yeah, he's Christy Brown, but he's really good looking. And he can't paint with his toes. But he's really good looking.
Yeah.
But his banter and his humour, he's very dark humour. This
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah,
Gets it from
very-
his mum.
Yeah, me too. Totally. But it made me a nicer person.
Okay.
I wasn't so artificial. I wasn't so materialistic. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
He's the happiest soul I've ever met in my life. The loveliest person that I think the rest of the world is disabled. He has it. Whatever he has, if I could sell what he has, everyone else is happy. But they're all running around on drink, on drugs, and
Yeah.
they're doing
They're
all this
running
shit
away
to
from
run away
something.
from themselves.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
no choice but to be himself in his wheelchair. You know, he's so happy. Like, he's so fucking happy. I was just like, how can I not be happy?
Yeah,
You know, now there are days when he is a little bollocks, don't get me wrong. Like, he
yeah.
can be a grumpy little shit, like 5% of the time, but I just don't shut up. Like, I treat him the same as my other lads. I'm like, I don't treat him any different, and I don't talk to him. He can't talk back to me, but I will talk. I'll be like, Leo, fuck off, don't be annoying me. I'm not changing the channel. Because he loves your remote. He'd be like, too afraid to change the channel. I'm like, fuck off, I just changed it. So, you tell anyone else to fuck off.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I
You know
did,
what I mean? And then he laughs.
Yeah.
But
But the fact that it's sort of it is a life sort of altering thing, like you're not able to sort of. Would that be the right word?
they told me he was going to die any day. So then when he started getting to like 10, went, oh shit. No, I can't have a disabled adult.
Okay.
Then he got to 18 and I'm like, oh shit. Now he's getting to 21. I'm not afraid of him dying anymore. I just never envisioned myself to be taking care of a disabled adult.
Yeah.
Adults, yeah.
You know?
Because it's sort of, it is your responsibility as long as you're alive.
I'm his arms and legs.
Yeah.
You know, I have to clean him before I clean me. I have to feed him before I feed me. He's an extension of my body. I come second,
Yeah.
and I always will. You know,
And but you're happy with that. Like that's
I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah,
I'd do
you
it
know.
tomorrow.
yeah.
He's the biggest blessing of my
Are
life.
there days that it could get tough?
Well, I wouldn't. Let's say I'm going out tonight. My friend, I don't know if you know Jodie J. She's singing in the Black Forest tonight. I'm going out tonight. I won't have a hangover in the morning because I have to change his ass.
Yeah.
That's a bad time.
yeah.
I did it once with a hangover, and I will never do it again because I was on the floor, dry reaching, and crying because I was like, so I can't. I
Yeah.
have to mind. That's why I don't drink a lot. I do like wine, and I do like to have a drink, and I do like to let my hair down, but I can't because I have to get up in the morning and be responsible for him.
Yeah.
So your life revolves around him, basically. Well, revolves around yourself.
He is
Seems
my
as-
life.
Yeah,
But I've just
yeah.
started. I got to the point when I got to 40, I went, you need to do something for yourself now. That's why I started doing acting lessons. That's why
Yes.
we said, fuck it, we will do the podcast we've been talking about for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't afraid anymore. I was like, what am I, an arse wiper for my whole life? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So when I was pregnant, before I got pregnant on Leo, I had tickets to Barbados. I was going to work on the cruise ships,
Yeah.
beauty therapy. And then I just found out I was pregnant.
So you couldn't do that anymore.
Couldn't go.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. That's why I want to travel the world when he's old. He's just heavy. If he was small, I'd be grand. Like,
Just physically speaking.
he's heavy.
Just physically.
lad.
Yeah,
Oh, 'cause
everything
you have
else
like
is amazing.
carry him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have to hoist him everywhere now, so
Yeah.
I'm limited now to where I can go because I have to hoist him.
Yeah.
Because not everywhere, the world's not accessible.
Yeah.
Accessible. Yeah.
People are accessible. People will help you. The world is not accessible.
What about the dating side of it? Like, you talking to a guy, he's like, yeah, brilliant, she's brilliant, she looks good, all this, yeah, brand new. And then you're like, I have kids. Oh yeah, great. And then you're like, oh yeah, I have Leo. Like, how does that go?
They get scared.
Yeah.
They get scared. That's why I'm straight up with what I want and where I'm
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Whoever is my one will be a carer too, because I don't get to retire.
Yeah.
My child's 21. He's not going off traveling. He doesn't have a girlfriend to fucking take on whatever. He's not moving out. He's not going to work every day. Like, I have to get up, get him ready, bring him to a stay centre, bring him home, put him to bed, give him his meds, wash him. I have to manscape this hairy animal of a child. Like,
Manscape.
he's so hairy. It's not it. You could plait this. Like, I have to shave. I have to do things for him that your mother should never have to do
At
for
certain
you
age,
as a
yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm actually just, in a weird way, I'm delighted he's not a woman, so I wouldn't have to deal with other stuff every month.
Yeah,
Okay.
But you do have to. So he has, whoever I would never let anyone else do that.
Yeah.
But they have to sit there while I do it. Our life won't be the same. Wherever I go, he goes.
Yeah.
So my dream is to move to Spain with him and literally have a hoist in his room, bring him out for a swim, go for a walk by the sea because the sea is great for his lungs. And he loves music. Now this child can do fucking nothing, but he can air guitar. He does that. He loves music, loves Dermot Kennedy. He's gone. He was a rock star in a past life. He lights up with music. But so then go for a little bit of live music. That's my dream with him. And right now I actually don't see anyone else around. I just see me and him. Because the other kids, they can jump on a flight. They're older. Do you know what I mean?
How old are they?
18 and 15.
Okay.
So
Can I ask a question? It's a side note, but I was reading a story about it. But anyway, how do you balance? So Leo requires a lot of attention from you. How do you balance kind of the attention you give to him versus your other kids to
very hard.
mitigate resentment towards you?
because there's middle child syndrome anyway.
Yeah.
That's big time. So
Leo's
what I
middle?
did do.
Leo's a middle child?
No, Leo's the first child.
First child,
So
yeah. Oh, yeah,
let's say
21,
I
yeah.
focused more on my
Yeah.
middle child because he was the quirky one. He's not talking to me, by the way, at the moment. I spoiled him, Ron. I
Yeah.
spoiled him.
Yeah.
He was always when he was born. Leo, when he was born, he hurt so much because he could walk, he could feed himself,
Yeah.
he could talk, he could make sounds, he could communicate. he highlighted how disabled Leo was. Leo was only 3 when he was born, so Leo was still my baby. Everything Dean did stabbed me in the heart. So it was really weird. It wasn't until he was 6 that I felt like I took the wrong baby home. Dean wasn't cuddly. He wasn't a cuddly baby, whereas Leo was a teddy bear, and Dean would be like, don't touch me. He was so independent. If he fell, I'd say, get up, feed yourself, hold your own bottle. You can do it. I nearly held it against him that he could do it, and not purposely. It's just when I reflect on it. I was harsh on him. He's so independent. He's too independent now. He's super intelligent, but they were always told, wait.
Because of
I have to change your brother. I have to do this. I have to do that, and it's nothing you can help.
Yeah,
you have to wait.
That's just the life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but now the baby, Alex, he's 15. He was a daddy's boy anyway. He was like, daddy. Still is a daddy's boy. But they have a great level of empathy. Whereas, I'll be changing Leo, and Leo's like, do you ever see a bug on its back? Like, if I'm changing Leo, he's a man now. So he's like, if he grabs my hair, the little shit, he'll pull the head out me, and he's laughing because I'm like, fuck, I'm screaming, and he's pulling it harder. He's laughing because he can't. If he grabs it, the more he's trying to open, he pulls more. Okay. So I'll call Alex for things, or he'll kick his clothes off the bed, or like my lads are good. They are good. They're really good with their brother, but they don't see the disability either. It was only when other kids started saying, "Why does your brother have no head? Why is your brother dribbling?" They'd be like, Why are people saying this about it? They never see it. They see it now when they're older.
Of course,
or like old people be like, Jesus, God bless them. And then my other two be like, why are they blessing them? Like, are the other two not as special and as beautiful and as... Do you know what I mean? So
I think that's a very good perspective to have. Like, that's just our brother. That's just what it is. Yeah, definitely.
But even her sister, I don't say, oh, your half sister. Your sister.
So your sister,
Your sister.
Yeah. That half sister thing is techie though.
What?
Like, as enough, not. I just think in general. Like, I think it's sort of like a. If I don't. So okay, someone could be my half sister, but if I never met her or never seen her, like, yes, technically she's my half sister, but
I guess
I'm not
I see what you're saying.
There's no connection there.
Yeah, there's no connection.
But then there's that weird connection. You know that sibling thing.
No, I don't.
Did you never hear that?
No.
That if you let's say you have a sister in Iceland and you never met her, you two could be weirdly attracted to each other.
Oh,
I've heard of that before. I've heard of that
That's
before.
the thing.
I've heard of that before.
Oh no, you'll be in love with them. Like in love with them.
What's going on
Insanely
here, man?
attracted.
Like relationship wise, as a sister.
Yeah, like let's say, right, I never met my dad.
Crazy.
I could meet him out of nowhere and be insanely attracted to him. If I met him at like 30.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Look, he's dead. A joke.
It's crazy.
But no, it is a thing.
I've heard of it. Yeah. And that's how some strange people meet each other. Like, they meet each other by chance. I'm like, oh, I'm drawn to you.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm drawn to you.
So I have about 140 cousins on my dad's side, right? So at my dad's funeral, right? No joke. I'm coming out and I'm walking up. They were putting the coffin on, the lid on, and nailing them in. And I'm walking out, right? And there's this fine thing in the corner, and I'm like, who's your man? Right, it's my fucking cousin. I never met him before. Like, the men on my dad's side are really good looking, so I had to start adding on the cousins going, I'm single. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, what's up, cuz?
and then we were at the funeral, and I said to my other cousins, I said, because there's a couple of different dads or whatever. I was like, who's your man? And they were like, that's your fucking cousin, Amanda. He said the same about you. And I'm like,
might as well, no?
no.
Yo, what's going on,
That's
bro?
okay in the travelling community, though.
Yeah.
But like, if he's like your second cousin, I've heard it's grand.
Bro, that doesn't
that's all right
matter.
now.
Cousins,
I've heard of it. I wouldn't do that.
that's biblical stuff,
You
bro.
not call everyone cousin, auntie, and all that. No?
Yeah, we call him auntie.
we
We
do.
don't,
Auntie, yeah.
Like, I'm not dating my auntie one. I'm not.
But even if they're not your
but
auntie,
auntie's daughter,
if it's
though.
your man's friend.
Yeah, auntie's daughter,
auntie's
no?
daughter is leg still.
Auntie's daughter is your cousin.
Yeah, but she's not my. As in,
Okay.
she's not my auntie.
Yeah,
but we just
so
call her
she's not my
auntie.
cousin.
But she's not my cousin. Yeah, but
so I mean,
but I could. Hey, what's up, cuz? He said, "You right, cuz? You good? How you
Can't
feeling?"
be right in your cousins. It's
No. Hey, Jesus! I told you it's Jesus here. Why did my cousin is
kids
crazy?
come out with 10 heads.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what it is. All any illnesses in the families are doubled, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently.
Incest is not best. Definitely not.
You have some phenomenal sayings.
It's
honestly.
ADHD.
Yeah, I love it. Incest is not best.
What do you have ADHD?
I self-diagnosed through TikTok.
TikTok. In that case, I have ADHD as well. Like,
No, on
True,
TikTok,
TikTok
I
is
was
crazy.
like, that's me. They won't diagnose you in Ireland anyway with that.
they wouldn't.
They won't diagnose you.
Why?
No, you need to, like, loads of tests, cost you about £1,000, £2,000 to get tested.
Well, like we all have a bit of ADHD.
Well, riddled with
Yeah, there's always
Riddled
some.
or something.
Like the spectrum is there. That's
Everyone
everyone's
has
on one
You know,
one side
a
of
lot
it.
of people's kids are being diagnosed with autism.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, a lot of them lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
I've heard
there's
of
a
that.
lot of conspiracy theories about that.
But like, I haven't been sure if it's because of conspiracy or if it's like truly people are being diagnosed.
They say it's the vaccines. Don't know.
Did you get one?
For ADHD, that's
No, no, as in the
ADHD
vaccine.
from the trauma.
The COVID.
Yeah.
I did, and I tell you why. I didn't want them, but because my ex-husband is a paramedic, he wanted Leo to get it.
Yeah,
my kids
yeah.
were COVID
And
freaks,
you had to,
loved
yeah.
a bit of COVID,
Yeah.
and I wasn't. They just didn't want to go back to school. They loved COVID. They loved the world closed, and then they could game because all the kids are gamers.
Yeah.
They're not- they're not sociable.
Screamers, yeah.
Yeah, my little young fella won't go into the shop. Like he'd be like, "Oh no, Ma, will you go in?" I'm like, "Well, he'd be gaming, calling everyone every name under the sun. Not a bother to him."
Yeah.
But social anxiety is true.
It's actually a big thing now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking to a fella a couple of weeks ago. He was talking about lads, prostitution is really high or something in Ireland. A load of his mates go to prostitutes. I was like, what? And he was like, well, fellas can't talk to girls anymore since COVID. And I'm like, so it's easier to go to a
transactional.
prostitute.
Well, yeah. If you think if you, I
Yeah.
don't indulge, but like you know, but if you,
Hey, yo.
Disclaimer: I don't
Hey, yo.
indulge.
no,
Hey, yo.
hey, no, but like for those kind of guys, kind of like right. So I want this, and I can just pay her 100 quid. Well,
Yeah, it costs you more to bring her out for dinner, wouldn't it, really?
Same
Yeah,
price.
these days. Do you know what I think is mad as well? Like I think porn would have a big sort of thing to do with that thing as well. Like I think
100%.
you're getting sort of this release or whatever it is from watching people on the screen. You're losing that human interaction. Do you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
you would have sort of as in okay. So a guy doesn't need to go out to a girl to interact with a girl to sort of. And I'm not saying it's the same. I'm not equating sort of just watching porn and sort of maybe even like masturbating to like the actual act of sex. But I think there is something there where you sort of become acquainted with a screen
Yeah, 'cause
and an
ul-
on-screen person.
yeah.
that-
Ultimately, it's
yeah,
it's the release
Yeah.
and then what gets you there.
there.
So I've heard so many stories of people that were and are addicted to porn that like the woman doesn't turn them on.
Yeah.
I need
Oh, it's not the woman.
I need a screen
Yeah.
first to get myself.
It's like it's
The screen is turning
as in
on?
not the
No,
screen,
not
but
the
like
screen, but like watching porn.
watching
like-
porn.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a
Like-
mental thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
but like, yeah, it's not the woman, it's the interaction of the sex and the sounds and.
yeah, all that stuff, and then that's when they can.
If you become accustomed to watching people have sex on a screen for 10, 15 years, you know, it's going to affect you in a sort of in a real life, you know, sort of scenario
Get
because
down for a bit of dogging.
literally,
yeah, you know,
literally.
and again, it's like because these things again, you're just crazy, bro. Just because all these things are
No,
different.
but like there's actually a dogging culture in Ireland,
Yeah,
and
there
it's
is, yeah.
crazy.
Around the back of the church.
Yeah, it's crazy. Do you know what dogging is?
Like doggy, no?
No, dogging
People in
is
a car having sex.
So you meant the
they
position.
Stand outside and
no people in the car having sex. People go
Watch
have
people,
sex,
yeah.
and then people drive and watch them have sex, like in front.
They stand there and have a little tummy tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, say that again. Sorry, say that again.
yeah. People go to.
They go
To a
Like,
particular
this
location.
is normal and
It's
but
called
it's-
dogging.
it's
Literally.
normal in Ireland.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, it's normal, but
Yeah,
like,
I've been
there's
hearing it-
certain
I've been hearing
pages
about
and
it for
sites you can watch.
years.
yeah, I just yeah,
That's crazy.
Those things are mad to me. Do you know what I mean? But like I think it's well
That's
because
the suppressed sexual culture in Ireland. Like you can't have sex. Like you can't do
yeah,
anything like that. It's still in us.
it's still
You know
still
what I mean?
very
That's why
much
everyone
yeah.
has to do it behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it not meant to be behind closed doors?
What?
So is it not meant to
Some
Sex-
people like a little have their own kinks.
Yeah.
But I think kinks are all what just perversions, I guess.
Of a natural thing. Like
It is a natural thing. I think sex is a beautiful thing.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You were saying the kinks.
The
Like,
kink is
Dogging is weird. Like,
And that's what's right.
I
Like,
just think that's weird.
there
BDSM.
isn't a world. There isn't a world where I think so. Like dogging is a
Normal
is
thing.
normal. Like, maybe it's because of sort of how I've grown up and my sort of perspective of sex, right? And I like to think that I didn't have a healthy perspective of sex when I was growing up, and I think I'm growing to have more of a healthy perspective and a more sort of Christian perspective on it, which is, you know, brilliant. But I just, you know, when I strip everything back, watching other people have sex to me is mad. I just think it's not that can't be normal.
Like in real life or on the screen?
Any live screen, reality, TV, VR, anything.
You'd run out of room now if there was two people having sex there. Let's say you're in there and there were two people having sex here.
Yeah.
Would you leave?
Yeah.
Would you be uncomfortable? Or would
For
you have,
sure.
Would you not have a little peep through the
I
door?
might do this.
I'm like, take a look. I'm getting out of there. It's weird.
No,
There
wait,
you go.
whoa! If I saw someone like
I'm
whacking,
getting out.
I'm out.
leaving.
I'm like,
leaving.
what's going on?
I'm leaving. That's weird.
In fact, I'm like, what are you doing?
Would you join in?
I'm just asking what you do because you were like,
So what would
would
you
I
do?
join in? No, I don't need to touch that. Touch
Yeah, no, I just think for me it's just a bit somehow. Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great chat. Anyways, very, very, very interesting chat, man.
Where's your head at?
Yeah, where's my head at,
I don't
bro?
even know where we went there. See, my ADHD went ping, 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 ping.
I'll go first.
Go first, bro. Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that because I don't have anything. I think this has been very enlightening conversation.
Anything with Amanda.
Yeah,
100%,
and then
bro.
also, I just like to hear how crazy people display their craziness,
Yeah.
and yours is just very
Just call
entertaining.
me crazy.
Yeah, he's kind
I
of
think
crazy.
it's crazy.
He's gaslighting. Do you like that?
That word just came out like 2 years ago as well.
Yeah.
No, but like, listen,
Gaslight.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we need crazy people in society because they add color.
I'm just honest.
Yours, like, they add seasoning. Do you know what I mean? That's no, because
Spice bag.
A big boys maggie.
because deeper though, imagine every single person you know in your life, yeah, the way they settle conflict is like, let's sit down and talk and let's talk it out. And she comes in and goes, I'm robbing your car.
No, but in all fairness, that guy, I side with you.
No, I stand
That guy
with you
pushed.
all
That guy
day.
pushed her to that.
No, bro, because I'm
El Paddy.
Oh, poor
Paddy.
Paddy.
no,
Yeah,
because I'm really thinking about it. Just imagine you go to counseling for 7
Thank
months with your missus. It's like, I didn't do that, and she's crying and goes, no, I didn't do that. I would never do that to you. and then the guy goes,
Thank you.
yeah, I did with your missus.
I did, yeah.
I would lose my mind.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
lose
so,
it, you lose
yeah.
it. Like that's what my thing is. Like all you can do is control your action. You can never control anybody's reaction to that thing that you did.
That
you know
was
what I
me
mean?
controlling myself.
No,
So,
that was
I'm
you
still angry,
controlling for
but
yourself.
we're good friends.
You
so.
drove. That's crazy.
No, but
Because most times, well, I've not been in your shoes, so I can't
Oh,
say.
to be honest,
Because to be angry for like what 7 hours, that's
do you know all?
serious
That's
anger.
your system.
Let me give you a perspective. All she did was, I'm going to remove myself out of this situation with your car. And I'm going to take back everything I bought
I
you.
don't bother you.
That's all she did.
And you're just not gonna have that place to work out for some time. And
I had other equipment. I didn't take one thing that I didn't pay for.
okay, brilliant. Yeah.
Like I don't need to take what like you've taken my sanity.
Yeah,
I will take my
100%.
merchandise back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And do you know what? It's just
And
my
that's,
thing is.
do you know, that's not even fair. That's not
Yeah.
even a fair trade.
It's not even a fair trade. You know, I think it's just I think when I just think about it, you know, I'm envisioning you sort of just taking that dumbbell and it being too heavy,
Oh, the adrenaline was rushing through me.
and you still were able to carry
Oh
it.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
carrying loads of weights out.
Just like,
Yeah,
and
it
like
was great.
And
workout.
what were you doing that in a calm manner, or was it like?
It was dark. It was dark. I was like carrying it. I had to carry it around the corner because my car was around the corner. So it was a great workout. It calmed me because then I went and got Chinese and went home.
Spice bag.
It was real. But I was starving after that workout, so I had to get myself some food, and then I calmed down and went, okay.
That's
Fair
done.
enough.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But we're still really good friends, honestly. Like
That's
he
good.
would do anything for me, I do anything for him. Like
Yes. No. Where's your head at, bro?
It's just she's nuts, man. Incest is best.
no,
it's not best.
Incest is not best.
That's your perspective on it. Take what you need.
Hey.
I'm married.
Your sister. Sorry.
Fantastic.
Is it? You're too quick.
It's too quick.
You're too quick.
That's what I said to him.
Paddy or the other one.
Paddy was very quick, to be fair. 2 minute pump.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Paddy.
Yeah, hopefully you find the one.
Well, I'm not. You keep calling me crazy. Listen, I'm just honest.
And that's
Yeah.
good.
Would you rather a woman you don't know what the fuck is going on in her head? It's there. It's out.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have the
good, that's
information.
good.
I'm not suppressed anymore.
That's good.
So.
And okay, go for it.
Yeah, hopefully you find the one.
Yeah.
That's my prayer for
Thank
you.
For
Thank
me, I think like it's been a good chat, and I think even in just sort of like hearing stories, and some of the stories are like funny and mad and stuff like that. I just think, like, again, there's so much, as I said before, there's so much you've gone through, there's so much you've experienced in life that is like, people just think it's like this is straight out of a movie or something, but like it's real life. It happens, you know what I mean? And not many people talk about it. That's the thing, right? It's like these are stuff that you hear in dilemmas. Do you know what I mean? But this is actually like somebody sitting here saying like this is real life, and I think overall, hearing the fact that you like one thing that stands out from everything you said is like you come to a place where you value yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing. I think that's the most beautiful thing as well. Throughout everything that you sort of walked through, or, dealt with, to come out, knowing that you have been under the shadow of somebody else or being gaslit into different spaces, to now come out the person that you are.
And also the courage.
Yeah.
I think the courage to discover yourself is actually
It's
really
admirable.
powerful.
It's beautiful,
Yeah,
So
Did you go counselling?
I've done loads of counselling.
yeah.
But it wasn't until I did Reiki and did a lot of work on your inner child.
Yeah.
And you have to be the person now who you wanted as a child.
yeah.
And you have to say sorry to that child for letting all these things happen in your life. I could play the victim and go, that prick, that prick, that prick. They all did this to me. I let them.
Sorry, Amanda. So you had to talk. So you had to do some work with the inner child.
Yeah.
And is it the thing where sort of the inner child is still would have been still speaking in your own? Yeah.
You still feel them wounds.
Yeah.
So I had a picture. I have a picture of myself as a little girl. Even today, Danielle cancelled, and I seen that picture of me as a little girl and went, "Go for her, go for her. You can do it. Go for her. You need to be that adult that should have been there for you, that you needed." And I stepped up to be.
It's always a dialogue between yourself now and your
because
yourself.
I never felt good enough, and now I'm like, you are good enough. I'm in the shower writing, beautiful.
Yeah,
Have a great
100.
day. You're this, you're that. I don't talk down to myself anymore. I
Yeah,
build
yeah.
myself up, and I give out to myself. If I be like, "Oh, you ugly fat bitch," I'm like, "No, you're not.
Yeah,
You're not.
yeah.
You're having a relaxed day. You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You can do this."
Yeah.
And
Apparently, 85% of our thoughts towards ourselves is negative.
yeah, I don't do that anymore.
sure.
And
Yeah.
like we wouldn't speak to people around us like that.
No, like I went to my friend today. She was doing my hair, and she was like, "Oh, don't mind saying me, blah blah blah. You look gorgeous. You look." I stop talking. Talk to yourself the way you talk to me. She builds you up, and she'll drag herself down. Well, it's the Irish thing. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah, it's pennies. No, don't mind me.
And-
State me.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
think
like,
even the thing
"Thanks."
is like people think that that's a compliment to you if I make myself
You
look
look gorgeous,
Make
horrible.
yourself
like-
smaller now.
Like yeah.
But in that psychology thing, in that psychopath talk that I went to with my friend, society doesn't like you bigging yourself up.
Yeah,
Society
yeah,
doesn't like you
100,
saying, "I am great.
You're cocky.
I'm this."
It's everybody
I am
else
that."
projecting themselves on you.
Yeah.
It's like, so like if I talk about myself right now, saying like, oh yeah, I have this project going on, everyone's like, he's on about, like they're just projecting their insecurities on you. Like, bro, talk your own thing, like do your own thing. Don't let. And that's what I said. I said to myself this year, like I'm not gonna allow. Because sometimes you wanna push your own thing, you wanna promote your own thing, and then you just
Then you
think
get the negative Nelly.
Yeah.
There's someone you love
Yeah.
and respect, and they go, "Ah, yeah, but like, no,
Yeah.
no buts, jump,
yeah,
Exactly.
You only get one life.
100%.
Live your life. Stop apologizing for being you. Love yourself.
Yeah.
You have to love yourself. Why would anyone else love you if you don't love yourself?
Yeah, 100%.
So I've just started loving myself, and I don't care anymore.
Go ahead and love yourself. You said you did Reiki. What was that process like?
It was brilliant. Like it's all inner healing. There's a girl who does the Awakening, 22, but she's so good, and you'd be lying there crying, like you're literally you have to. Your line there, she said, find yourself as your child, go to yourself, hold your hand. You're seeing yourself now and you're going to that child, you're putting your hand out, you're hugging them and you're saying sorry and you're bringing them into the light and you're healing so many things. And you're taking accountability for the things you've done to hurt yourself, that you've let other people do.
Yeah.
All my toxic relationships, they didn't drag me by the head into them.
Yeah.
I ran into them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do see some sort of value and benefit in sort of looking deep. Like I think a lot of people, so many people need to go back to their childhood and visit that thing because it actually informs the rest of your life.
What was the thing? What is the thing that made you not want to speak out or not want to dress this way or not want to...
Yeah,
someone's little smart ass comment.
Exactly. It was even
put down.
or could have been someone that's close to you,
Yeah.
right? As or someone that loved or that you love or loved you or whatever it was. I remember reading in one of the books I was reading. It was like the mother had a headache, and she was she had a headache. The daughter was just singing, and the mother said, "Yo, shut up! Your voice is horrible," and she just wanted for there to be peace and silence. So because she had a headache, but she said words to the kid, and the kid goes back, never sings again, doesn't talk now. It led into sort of like now she doesn't talk in public, and then she became very how that
recluse,
sort of reclusive, and just like
Into
was,
herself.
it sort of was damaging, and the way the author sort of called it, labeled it, he said, well, her mother cursed her. And it's not obviously a curse. It doesn't have to be like, with spiritual power. It's just words. And saying certain things can follow somebody into the 60s. And then we wonder why somebody's like, you're 60 and you behave like that. Yeah, he hasn't dealt with
He's
the
still an
inner
8-year-old.
child. He's still an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And so somebody says something and he reacts a certain way. You're like, that's not mature. No, he's not dealt with that 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And I think there comes an age, there comes a time in your life where you have to say to yourself, hey, listen, I can't behave like this anymore. I've got to deal with what
stays with you. A girl said to me years ago, right? You had your good top, right? I had me good top. I was going to shop, thought I was bleeding gorgeous, going to shop in my good top. This girl went by on a bike and went, are you still wearing that top? I won't wear the same thing for 2 days.
Yeah.
I won't do it because she made me feel like that.
Yeah.
And what benefit of her day did that make?
Yeah.
Now, even if it's clean, now probably put it back in the wardrobe or something, but I won't wear it 2 days running.
Yeah.
Because no one will ever say that to me again.
Yeah.
Like,
It's what I was saying the other day. It
sticks
was
with
like, someone said to me when I was younger, like, black suits you, as in, well, not the, like, as in, clothing. Like said, oh, you're black.
Someone said that to me.
And she said, yeah, black suits you, and I was just like, almost like 10, 15 years after, I was still wearing like all black.
all the
Yeah.
time,
Like all black was my whole sort of fit, like, just because it was like that was a positive sort of
A positive
thing,
stick
but
with
then
you as well.
you
Yeah.
kind of you hold those things, and people don't understand how powerful those things really, really are.
Yeah, lads used to say I had footballers' legs. And now quads are all in.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Like,
exactly.
quads. They'd be like, look at your one with a footballer's legs. I'd be like, what? So I used to hide my legs. I had a complex about my legs.
Crazy, man. It's
You've
mad,
got
isn't
to
it?
pass remarkable on the negative.
Yeah.
It's not nice. If you've
Yeah.
nothing nice to say nothing.
Just
at all.
don't say anything.
no.
Yeah,
Don't say it.
And,
What
people,
are you getting from it?
yeah, people don't. I'm sorry, we're still standing on this topic, but I was just like, people, because I know that now. When people make comments, I'm just like, you're still so broken.
It's what
Like,
have you done
yeah,
back when you work on yourself. Yeah.
Like someone says something like some people have made comments, I'm just like, yeah, you're insecure, and for me,
You can see it.
I can see it because you get some sort of high off of like insulting somebody else or pointing something out about something else. Yeah, it's all a mask for your own thing.
Yeah.
The
So
loudest person in the room is the most important.
yeah, so just like, oh, just do your thing, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
worry about the calm guys.
yeah. Good, yeah,
They
yeah.
have their shit together.
Last question, and then you say where's your head at? Sort of my context is very sort of spiritual, religious, Christian. If so when you mention a lot of things, I'm like, oh, there's sort of a utility here. I can see where this sort of work. I see how these things sort of are in the same world in a sense. What has been your approach spiritually? Have you had any sort of experiences spiritually? Have you sort of have you sort of dipped into that world a bit? What does that look like?
Okay, right. I was raised Catholic.
Okay.
Then with a hatred for the church because of everything
Yeah,
that
of
happened to me
course,
dad. Like I wouldn't put my kids in a room with a priest. Not a hope. Like
Yeah.
a Catholic priest. No.
Yeah.
Then I was seeing a guy who was into Christianity, and I went and I got baptized, and I loved it. Loved the energy in the room. Loved everyone was so peaceful. Everyone's just loved it. It was a different way of life, and I loved it. I always believed God was there, and I've always believed God is with me. I don't feel I need to go to church for him to be there. I talk to God all the time. You know, I think somebody was watching over me the other day with the car
With the
crash.
tree, yeah.
I think the way my life has gone with Leo, I think everything happens for a reason, and everything is a journey. And I do think a lot of the stuff in my life is testing me for where I'm going. And it's building me up because I was too soft.
Yeah.
And I was too soft for the world I want to go into. I want to go into acting. I want to be on the screen. I want to do, like, people attack me all the time with stuff. I laugh now. Stuff that gets said to me on social media, I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm strong now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it, I've been tested a lot. Really tested. To the point I've nearly ended it. Probably twice. But I'm like, no, just give it one more day.
Yeah.
Give it one more day. But the last time something happened, I got so low, it was about 2 years ago. And I went to it was Mother's Day, one of the Mother's Days. And I got a text message from two girls who wouldn't generally message me, saying something nice. And I was supposed to go to a baby shower.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go. So I did go to the baby shower. But for some reason, when I walked into that room, everybody at the table stood up and gave me a round of applause. And I was literally, I had planned what I was going to do that day.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And they gave me and I was like, wow, this is mad. And it was a table of people I've had little bits of beef with over the years.
Wow.
And everyone was
So
lovely.
it's almost like a team of haters, almost.
Not even hate. Like over the year, I don't forget shit.
Oh, okay. You're one of
So,
those people.
like, there was a girl there who robbed me purse years ago in a nightclub. Do you know what I mean? There was
Okay,
me old
yeah.
boss.
That
There
kind of thing,
was me
okay.
old best friends. There was a table of people that there was a girl who absolutely battered me in a nightclub as well. Once gave me a ball patch. She was there. We all sorted it out. I went, Jesus, you robbed me purse, and because I'd straight out say it and be like, oh, what's the sort like the ball patch that I
They all
had?
just
whatever.
clapped for you when you came in.
What?
They just gave you a
They
random.
all stood up. No, I don't know if they did it for everyone that walked in. They all stood up from the table. It was a table of people, and they just clapped. I don't know why. No one said why or anything about it.
That saved you.
That did save me.
Yeah.
But that's people being nice, being welcoming, being loving. The energy in the room was sky high. Because they weren't those little young ones. No, I'm judging people from when they were 13. Do you know what I mean? I'm walking in going, see you. Do you know what I mean? Making sure my purse is there. But, like, I'd never forget anything. Because you forget you're grown and you're different people as you grow. But I'm still seeing you from what you did to me when I was 13. You know, so it was loads of stuff. And it was just crazy. So that saved me. And I will never, I'm big on mental health. The world will weigh you down, but you just breathe. None of it matters at the end of the day. If you're gone tomorrow, everyone's going, oh, isn't she great? And oh, isn't she this? And she was this and she was that. Who's knocking at your door when you're low? You need to minimalise your circles.
Yeah.
Because too many people have influences in your life.
Yeah. I think that's maybe your car there.
No.
No,
Paddy, that's not me bad.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that's been a beautiful conversation.
It's really insightful.
Insightful, funny, crazy, nuts,
I haven't
snow.
been certified as crazy, just so you know.
Sorry?
I'm not certified as crazy yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not yet. But anyways, Amanda, thank you so much for coming on. On where's your head at?
She didn't.
Where's your head?
Oh,
at?
where's your head at?
My
Yeah,
head
yeah.
at.
Actually, I'm so sorry.
My head is at just living my best life, not giving a fuck.
Living my best life.
Yeah.
Live my
definitely.
best life. Yes,
Doing what I
ma'am.
want to do and not letting anybody hold me back.
You
If you're not
go.
hurting anybody, go for it.
Yeah, go for it, man. You go for it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Amanda. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on. love.
Your love.
No problem. Yeah, love. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Do the needful. All the things that you need to do. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Love.
Oh
I
God.
feel like clapping.